Knippel, top of the three. That shot is off the mark, boarded by Tobias Harris. Knippel gets it back over to Mr. Asar Thompson. Asar has it in transition, finds Duncan Robinson, blocked down below by Miles Bridges. In transition goes LaMelo Ball, throws an alley-oop to Brandon Miller. He gets fouled, and I believe he's going to go to the free throw line. Kicking things off here, guys, to start on a Friday night in Charlotte. The Detroit Pistons are going to be taking on the Charlotte Hornets, man. This is going to be a interesting, spicy matchup. The third time these two teams have met in the regular season. The Pistons have got them both times to start. If you guys remember, the last time these two teams played, there was multiple ejections. Isaiah Stewart was going after Miles Bridges. Jalen Duren and Diabate had a couple words. And this is going to be an interesting matchup. The Pistons come into this one as 6.5-point underdogs. Underdogs on the road here, disrespecting the Pistons. Brandon Miller hits both free throws here, back the other way. Comes Asar Thompson at the top of the key here, working against the Hornets defense. Asar has it, finds Jalen Duren top of the key, bothered by Diabate. Underneath here to Cade Cunningham. Cade, basket is no good, boarded by the Hornets. In transition goes Knippel, working against Cade Cunningham on the right wing here. Over to Miles Bridges, top of the key, swings it back over to Con. Con has it, finds Brandon Miller. Miller, bothered by Tobias Harris, switches over to Cade Cunningham. Miller drives to his left, working in the paint. Inside, kick it back out to Miles Bridges. Finds LaMelo. LaMelo, catch and shoot three at the top of the key. Is off the mark. It's going to be boarded by Jalen Duren. Duren in transition. Finds Cade Cunningham. Crosses half court here over to Mr. Asar Thompson. Asar has it. Finds Duncan Robinson, top of the key. Duncan finds Asar back down here. Inside to try to get to Jalen Duren. It's intercepted, though, by the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball tries another three on the right wing. That's in and out, no good. Boarded by Knippel. LaMelo fires again from three. That's in and out, boarded by Asar Thompson. Asar has it, catches it, crosses half court here, looking to set up the Pistons offense here in transition. Downloaded to Tobias Harris. Bad pass stolen away by LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball crosses half court, lobs it up here to Brandon Miller for the slam. 4-0 basketball game, and Duncan Robinson and Brandon Miller are having words down the floor. Already things getting chippy, and the benches have to clear out and get separated. Brandon Miller and Duncan Robinson were jawing at each other a little bit, and we haven't even gotten 2 minutes into this basketball game. I said it before, it's going to be heated. Remember, the last two times these teams faced each other, there was some jawing going on the floor, multiple ejections. The last time these two teams faced off in Charlotte, Duncan Robinson didn't appreciate how Brandon Miller came down from the alley-oop here. We're going to go to a commercial break, and it's going to be a good matchup tonight, folks. Welcome to the party, ladies and gents. What's going on, C-Man? What's going on, MSU? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you guys all stopping into the action tonight, man. A little bit interesting, little spicy to kick things off here in Charlotte. Again, the Hornets are going to be playing for potentially as high as the 5 seed. Look at how close these standings are in the Eastern Conference. I'll pull up the graphic. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome to the show. Like and subscribe. We're currently in the middle of a commercial break right now. Charlotte takes a 4-0 lead here. So the Pistons have already locked up the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Celtics are right behind the Pistons. You got the Knicks, the Cavs, the Raptors, the Hawks, Magic, Sixers, Hornets, and Heat. So the Heat, I believe, are automatically in the play-in tournament that'll happen next week. But look at how close the race is between the 5 seed and the 9 seed. There's 2 games left in the regular season, and the Pistons have 5 different potential teams that they could be facing as the 8 seed going into the postseason next week. And I believe because the Pistons have the 1 seed, they're going to take on the winner of the 8-9 matchup. So the 7 versus 8 is going to play. Winner gets the 7 seed. The loser of the 7-8 plays the winner of the 9-10 for the 8-9, and then those 2 teams will match up, and then the winner will get the 8 seed, which they will play the Pistons. I want to say Sunday, April 19th. I think the first official day of the NBA postseason is Saturday, April 18th, but because I believe the 8-9 matchup is going to be Friday the 17th, it's going to be a day in between for the teams to travel to the Motor City. So I think it's going to be Sunday for game 1. It's going to be interesting, man. Again, the Pistons came into this one fully healthy. Nobody was on the injury report. Kevin Huerter's back from his illness, so good to see Kevin Huerter back on the bench. Isaiah Stewart, Cade Cunningham, back in action as well. And 6.5-point underdog. I don't know if I agree with that spread. We're going to see. Obviously, the Hornets have more to lose than the Pistons do, so they're playing with more intensity, kind of like a mini playoff game. But when these two teams faced off, this is the third time in the regular season, the Pistons took care of business both times against Charlotte. So this is going to be interesting to see how this pans out here. What's going on, chaps? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the party. 4-0 basketball game. Hornets up by 4. If you guys just missed it, Brandon Miller slammed down a basketball and he landed on top of Duncan Robinson, and he could have easily avoided it, and it was getting a little bit chippy, so they called a timeout here. We're getting back in the swing of things. Cade Cunningham has it down low here. Right-handed layup for Cade is good. First basket of the game for the Detroit Pistons. Appreciate you guys will stopping in, like, and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Miles Bridges has it on the right wing here. Backing down Duncan Robinson. Bridges has it. Off window is good. Miles Bridges, 6-2 basketball game. 9:45 left to go in the first quarter here. Cade Cunningham has it on the right wing, bothered by Brandon Miller. Goes to his left. Bounce pass underneath here to Jalen Duren. Duren lays it up and in. Nice reverse layup from Duren. We're on the floor here. Quickly go the Hornets. Over to Miles Bridges on the right wing, bothered by Ausar Thompson. Brandon Miller gets it. Top of the key here. Working down low inside of Diabate. Diabate drives. He's going to get fouled, I believe, by Cade Cunningham. And Diabate is going to go to the free throw line. And again, there's a possibility that these two teams might face in the first round of the postseason next Sunday on the 19th. It's going to depend on how things shape up. The Hornets are currently the 9 seed right now. But like I said, the gap between the 5 seed and the 9 seed is like a game and a half right now. So a lot can happen in these next couple days to close out the regular season. And Pistons are still kind of waiting to see who they're going to play. 7-4 basketball game. Diabate knocks down the free throw. Second free throw on the way is no good. Boarded by Jalen Duren. Over to Cade Cunningham. Cade run the floor here. Bothered by Con Knipple, one of the favorites to win Rookie of the Year. He's had a terrific season for the Charlotte Hornets. Cade stops on a dime, pulls up from 3. That's off the mark. Boarded by Ausar Thompson. Finds it Duncan Robinson. Catch and shoot 3 for Duncan. It's good. Duncan Robinson ties the game here for the Pistons. Hornets run back down the floor here. 9 minutes left to go. In the first quarter here, LaMelo has it on the right wing here, bothered by Ausar Thompson. Brandon Miller sets the screen. LaMelo goes off of it, loses it out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch, though, by Jalen Duren. And it's getting a little intense here, not even 4 minutes into the first quarter here. Again, these two teams have history. They don't like each other, and it's starting to show it right now here. Miles Bridges gets fouled underneath. I think they're going to get Jalen Duren on the bump down low here. So Miles Bridges is going to go to the free throw line. Charlotte is rocking their retro, like, orange uniform look. It's like a neon orange uniform. Pistons are wearing their black and teal uniforms. Kind of an interesting court the Hornets are rolling out here. It's kind of like a retro Charlotte Hornet, which is pretty cool. Miles Bridges is going to go to the free throw line. 8:52 left to play in the first quarter. Miles Bridges' free throw on the way is good. 8-7 basketball game. What's going on, Wesley? How you doing? Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Like and subscribe if you guys new to the stream. Appreciate you guys all being here. Welcome to the action, folks. This is going to be a really, really good basketball game all the way down to the final stretch here. Again, Pistons have already secured the number 1 seed, but the Charlottes are playing for a lot right now in this game. 9-7 basketball game. 8:50 left to play in the first quarter here. Cade Cunningham has it. Top of the key here. Working against Con Knipple one-on-one. Looking to set up the offense here. Looking to direct traffic. Still at the top of the key here. Trying to find Duncan Robinson. He catches it on the left wing. Bothered by LaMelo. Swings it over to Ausar Thompson. Ausar drives inside here. Puts up a shot. No good. Boarded by Con Knipple. Con has it, finds Diabate, running the floor here, down low against Cade Cunningham. Shot is no good. Good defense from Cade Cunningham. Tobias gets it back here, crosses half court in transition, working against Brandon Miller. Down low here to Jalen Duren. Duren catches it, looking for the open man. Down low to Ausar Thompson. Looked like Jalen Duren was falling out of bounds. He found Ausar backdoor for the slam. Nines all around here. 8:08 left to play in the first quarter. Brandon Miller drives inside. Tomahawk slam for Brandon Miller down low in the paint. 11-9 basketball game. 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter here. Ausar Thompson has it on the left wing. Finds Duncan Robinson. Jalen Duren sets the screen. Duncan rolls off. It drives in the paint. Inside floater is good for Duncan Robinson. Duncan's been a man on a mission the past several weeks for the Pistons, having himself a terrific month of March heading into April. Miles Bridges has it on the right wing here, driving inside here. He's going to be deflected. It's going to be a bad pass, but LaMelo saves it. It fires over to Con Knipple. He catches it on the right wing here. Catch and shoot 3 is no good. Boarded by Tobias Harris. Tobias now has it, crosses half court over to Cade Cunningham. Cade, bad pass intercepted by Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller back the other way here for the Charlotte Hornets. Top of the key here, stops in a dime, pull-up three is no good, boarded by Duncan Robinson. Cade gets it back here in transition. Just over 7 minutes left to play in the first quarter here. Cade, top of the key, working against Knipple one-on-one. Asar Thompson coming to help set the screen for Cade. Rolls off it, finds Asar Thompson down low. Backdoor find Jalen Duren for the slam. 13-11 basketball game. 6:59 left to play in the first quarter, and I believe the Hornets are going to take a timeout as we head into another commercial break. Appreciate you guys will stopping in. What's going on? What's going on, Opa? What's going on? I would say something about Charlotte, but YouTube might ban me. Oh, man. I got a feeling this is going similar to the Orlando game I went to where the Pistons win a win, but they're not desperate for a win like the fringe playoff teams are. Yeah, and I think, I was curious about the opening spread. If Cade was still injured and so was Isaiah Stewart, maybe on the road I could maybe see you justifying the Hornets being the favorite in this one. But again, this is the third time these two teams have matched up. Detroit, first meeting, 112-86. The second time they faced off was back in February. That was when the whole brawl went down. A couple guys got ejected. Diabate, Bridges, Beef Stew, and Jalen Duren all got ejected. They finished their business on the road 110-104. And then you got the third game tonight. And I get it because the Hornets are more desperate for a win tonight because they're trying to climb the ladder and hopefully get out of the play-in tournament. I'll pull up the standings again here so you guys can see it. So, if you take a look at the 5 seed down to the 9 seed, the Heat are already locked into the play-in tournament as the 10 seed, but it's really close. The Raptors, the Hawks, the Magic, the Sixers, and the Hornets are all within a game and a half of each other. So this could be very interesting to see how this shapes up over the next couple days here because the play-in tournament, I believe, starts Tuesday, I want to say, next week. So we'll see what happens. But it's going to be interesting because the Pistons aren't really going to know who they have until the Friday before their first game because they're projected to say that the Pistons are going to play April 19th, which is a Sunday for game 1, and you're going to have that 8-9 matchups who the Pistons' opponents is going to be the 2 days prior. So whoever that ends up being, they're going to have very little time to kind of prepare for who that is going to be. Usually in the NBA, teams work on 1.5 day stretches in between to prepare for the next opponent. But a best of 7 situation, it should be an interesting matchup here. The Hornets were one of the worst teams in basketball, similar to the Pistons a couple years ago. They rebuilt their entire team. They drafted Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball. Knipple is arguably the rookie of the year right now. He's a terrific 3-point shooter. And these guys can make some noise in the playoffs. So again, when you get to the postseason, everybody's 0-0, and you cannot take any opponent for lightly. So it's going to be interesting down the stretch here. But yeah, welcome to the party, folks. Pistons 13, Hornets 11. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, let me know in the chat. I'll be happy to answer anything down the stretch here, and we're all ready to rock and roll. But I'm really curious to see when Beef Stew checks into the game for the first time, because that's going to be a fun matchup to watch, especially if he goes against Miles Bridges. That'll be interesting. LaMelo Ball gets it back here. Over on the left wing here, bothered by Duncan Robinson, finds Kalkbrenner over to LaMelo. Step back 3 for LaMelo is good. Take a 1-point lead here. 6:45 left to play in the first quarter. Hornets going with a couple substitutions. James is also on the floor here with Kalkbrenner, along with Bridges, Brandon Miller, and LaMelo Ball. Cade has it, finds Jalen Duren at the top of the key here, working against Ryan Kalkbrenner. Top of the key, one-on-one, finds Cade Cunningham. Cade has it, bothered by James. Inside here, mid-range jump shot is good for the motorcade. 15-14 basketball game. 6:20 left to go in the first quarter here. LaMelo has it, working against Asar Thompson, top of the key here. Miles Bridges sets the screen, switches off to Cade Cunningham. Cade versus LaMelo on the right wing here. Step back 3 for LaMelo on the way is good. LaMelo Ball buries it from beyond the arc. 17-15 basketball game. 6:02 left to go in the first quarter here. Jalen Duren has it, top of the key here, working down low inside against Ryan. He draws the foul. He misses the shot. He's going to go to the free throw line, though, to try and make it a tie basketball game. 15-17, they're going to get the foul on Ryan Kalkbrenner, and Duren's going to try and tie this basketball game up here. All right, Pistons need to keep their cool. Don't fall for the the unnecessary technical fouls. I agree. Pistons Hornets rivalries forming for sure. Definitely got to make free throws for sure. Jalen Duren at the free throw line looking to tie it up here. First free throw on the way is good for JD. 17-16 basketball game. 1-0 Tigers. Appreciate the update, MSU. Thank you, buddy. 5:57 left to go in the first quarter. Cade steps out off the floor here. Danish Jenkins comes on the floor for the Pistons. Checks into the basketball game. 5:57 left to go in the first quarter. Jalen Duren at the free throw line. Second free throw on the way for JD is good. 17-17 basketball game. 5:57 left to go in the first quarter here. Hornets run the floor. Back the other way here. LaMelo thought about a three. Back outside here, James. James catch and shoot. Three is no good. Boarded by Duncan Robinson. Duncan up the floor here to Asar Thompson on the left wing here. Bothered by James. Under 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Asar Thompson inside here. Turnaround jump shot is good for Asar Thompson off the window. Nice to see Asar Thompson get that to go. 5:30 left to play in the first quarter. LaMelo has it, working against Tobias Harris. Thought about a three. Good defense from Tobias. Gets it back here from James. Ryan sets the screen here. Fires over to Brandon Miller. Catch and shoot three is no good. Bridges tries to grab the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds last touch by Asar Thompson. So it's going to be Hornets basketball out of bounds here. Yeah, that was tough to see from Parker Meadows. He was going for like a catch and he ran to Riley Green and I think he broke his arm. So prayers up to Parker Meadows. 5:18 left to play in the first quarter. Karis LeVert and Kevin Huerter both checking into the game here to replace Duncan and Asar. So a couple substitutions on the floor now for the Pistons. 5:18 left to go here. Brandon Miller has it, top of the key, working against Kevin Huerter. Looking to operate the offense, 10 seconds in the shot clock. Miller nearly lost it, bothered by Kevin Huerter one-on-one. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Miller drives in the paint. Inside here, left-handed layup is off the mark, boarded by Kevin Huerter. Huerter has it, working in transition over to Danish Jenkins. Jenkins has it, fires over to Kevin Huerter. Step back three is no good, boarded by the Hornets. Bridges comes up with it. On the left wing, bothered by Tobias Harris. Spin move inside the paint. He gets fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. It's a good take from Miles Bridges there. Tobias gets him with the foul. He's going to go back to the free throw line and try and tie this basketball game. This is going to be a very chippy, interesting basketball game. I don't know if you guys missed it or not, but Brandon Miller, literally within the first 2 minutes of this game, he went up for an alley-oop dunk, and he made the dunk, and Duncan was kind of like underneath him when he came back down, and he landed on Duncan Robinson, and Duncan didn't really like that, and they were kind of shoving each other a little bit to start the game. 2 minutes into the game, so these two teams have history, and you know what? Like I said, the Pistons, the last time they faced them on the road, they had a couple ejections. They took care of business against Charlotte, and both these teams remember what happened. Miles Bridges makes the first free throw, misses the second. Kobe White spot up three is no good, boarded by Tobias Harris. Hornets are in the bonus here with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Tobias Harris has it, trying to back down Kobe White here on the right block here. Tobias mid-range jump shot is good. Count the bucket and the foul for Tobias Harris. Big-time shot for Uncle T down the stretch. He's going to try and give the Pistons a 4-point lead down the stretch here. What's going on, Hal? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. There's the Uncle T email that we got. What's going on, Sunset? How you doing? What's going on, Bugs? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Everybody's fantastic. All right, so Tobias Harris, he has a very good history against the Hornets. He's averaging about 18 points a game in his career against Charlotte, which is fantastic. Again, if I was Trajan Langdon, I would pay Tobias Harris this offseason, 1,000%. 4:38 left to play in the first quarter here, so Tobias is going to get a free throw here. Try and complete the three-point play. Isaiah Stewart's going to check into this game to replace Jalen Duren. Interesting stuff going on right now. Tobias Harris isn't happy with a referee. He believes he should have gotten a quicker free throw. He's asking for the ball, and he hasn't really gotten it yet. And Hornets are kind of chipping a little bit at Tobias. So is JB Bickerstaff. He can't really believe that it's been this long to get the free throw off here for Tobias Harris. Tobias is still standing at the free throw line. A good minute has passed. He finally gets the ball here. That's what they're upset about. Tobias at the free throw line. Free throw on the way is in and out. It's boarded by Isaiah Stewart. Stewart goes up with it, draws the foul, and he's going to go right back to the free throw line. Beef Stew checks in immediately. He gets the rebound off the missed free throw, and Stewart's going to go back to the free throw line to try and give the Pistons a 5-point lead. What's going on? Michael, welcome to the show. Appreciate you stopping in, Michael. Welcome to the party. 4:37 left to play in the first quarter here. Isaiah Stewart, first free throw on the way is good. 22-18 basketball game. Again, keep in mind, the Pistons were a 6.5-point underdog heading into this matchup. Why? With a healthy squad, I really don't know where they came up with that number. We'll see if it comes true or not. Isaiah Stewart misses the second free throw. It's boarded by James. Kobe White run on the floor here for the Hornets. They picked him up at the deadline in February from the Bulls. Brandon Miller has the top of the key, working against Kevin Herter. Ryan sets the screen. Miller rolls off it, working down low here over to Grant Williams, who checks into the game. Over to Kobe White. 4 seconds in the shot clock. Good defense from Dance Jenkins. Kobe White drives inside. He's got to get a shot off. He doesn't get a shot off. It's a shot clock violation. Great defense from the Pistons right there. 22-18 basketball game. 4:13 left to go in the first quarter. Pistons are going to get it back here. Welcome to the show, guys. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Welcome in. Charles Lee doing a pretty good job with this young Hornets squad here. He's going to at least get him to a play-in spot, possibly creep up to the 5 or 6 seed. We'll see what happens. They're going to have to win out if they want that to happen, and they're going to have help along the way as well. 4:13 left to go in the first quarter here. Ron Holland steps on the floor for the Pistons. Cade gets it back here. He checks back into the game. Cade has it working against James on the left wing here. Drives inside, stolen away by Grant Williams. Up the floor to Brandon Williams on the right wing, bothered by Karis Levert. Top of the key goes Miller. Miller looking to operate inside here. Miller has it. Mid-range jump shot is good for Brandon Miller. 22-20 basketball game. 3:48 left to play in the first quarter here. Pistons get it back here. Karis Levert, top of the key, working against Brandon Miller on a Friday night in Charlotte. Over to Cade Cunningham, bothered by James. Stewart sets the screen, cross-court pass to Ron Holland. Holland has it one-on-one against Grant Williams, over to Isaiah Stewart. Levert gets it now, top of the key, working in transition, down low here, over to Ron Holland, left wide open from the corner for 3. He hits it! Ron Holland buries it from beyond the arc to give the Pistons a 5-point lead. 3:20 left to play in the first quarter. Brandon Miller has it one-on-one against Kevin Herter, over to James. James, bothered by Cade Cunningham, goes to his left, drives inside here. Floater is no good. Ryan gets the rebound, though, and slams it back down. Looked like it was kind of an air ball, and Ryan picked it up and slammed it down. 3:03 left to play in the first quarter. Cade, top of the key here, swings it around to Ron Holland, back over to the motorcade, bothered by James. Isaiah Stewart sets the screen. Cade rolls off it, goes inside here, working against the Hornets defense. Step back, mid-range jump shot for Cade is no good, bordered by Kobe White. White run on the floor here for Charlotte, top of the key. Grant Williams sets the screen. Step back 3 for Kobe White over Ron Holland is pure. Tie basketball game. 25-25 basketball game. Welcome to the party. What's going on, Alex? Welcome to the show, folks. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter here. Everybody rules. Karis Levert on the right wing here, working down low inside, over to Ron Holland. Catch and shoot 3 again is good. Ron Holland, 2 for 2 to start the game. From beyond the arc goes Ron Holland. Holland had himself a terrific game against the Bucks. He knocks down his first 2 shots, both from beyond the arc. It's back to a 3-point game. 2:09 left to go in the first quarter here. Kobe White, top of the key here. Ryan sets the screen. Kobe rolls off it, drives inside. Intercepted by Kevin Herter, up the floor to Ron Holland. Holland's a 3-on-1 here, down to Karis Levert. Levert, reverse layup is no good. Holland is there for the putback slam. 30-25 basketball game. Ron Holland with a quick 8 points in this first quarter, right off the bench. Love to see it. James has it, top of the key here, working against Karis Levert. Working over to Brandon Miller, one-on-one against Ron Holland here. Levert rolls off it. Ryan looking to set the screen here. Top of the key, bothered by Isaiah Stewart. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Ryan finds Brandon Miller. It's nearly stripped away. Karis Levert comes up with the steal. Kevin Herter finds Ron Holland. Backdoor for the slam. 32-25 basketball game. Ron Holland with 10 points in the first quarter. Ron Holland is hot right now. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter here. Kobe White has it, top of the key, guarded by Ron Holland. Ron Holland, phenomenal start for the Pistons here. Kobe White has it. Brandon Miller sets the screen. White rolls off it, bothered by Ron, working down low inside here. He draws the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line. How about Ron Holland to start the game for the Pistons off the bench? He knocks down his first 2 triples, makes a big-time play on defense, and slows it down for the slam. Great job from Ron Holland to start this game. You love to see it, man. That's a guy, if you're going to buy stock in a Piston, buy stock in Ron Holland. 1:01 left to go. Kobe White knocks down the first free throw. Still a 6-point lead for the Pistons. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Super Morty, welcome to the show, guys. Appreciate you guys stopping in. All right, 101 left to play here. What's going on, Logan? Hornets down by 6 here. They're in the bonus. White knocks down both free throws. 5-point basketball game. Hornets up by 5. Ron Holland inbounds to the motorcade. Looking to slow it down here for the Pistons in their final couple possessions before we hit the second quarter here. Cade has it, working in transition here. Top of the key here, over to Caris Levert. Levert bothered by Knipple, one-on-one here. Cade's asking for it, gets it down low, inside, back over to Caris Levert. Levert drives inside here. Inside, he draws the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line. Great job by Caris Levert to draw the foul here. They're going to get that on Diabate, I believe, and he's going to shoot some free throws. Good stuff, man. Again, these two teams have had history with each other throughout the regular season, especially after that brawl that happened back in February where 4 guys got ejected, 2 from the Hornets, 2 from the Pistons. They did their time in suspensions, and it's going to get a little interesting. I think the Hornets are going to challenge this year. They don't believe they got Caris Levert in the act of shooting, so they're going to see if it's actually a foul on the Hornets. So we're going to go to a commercial break ourselves here, and we're going to see if this challenge is upheld or not from the Charlotte Hornets. But what a shot-making performance from Ron Holland to start this game, man. Love to see it. 10 points. He buries his first couple threes. And again, he's been slowly working on that three-point shot. He's not really known to shoot the basketball. He's kind of more of like a baby Ausar Thompson almost, to where he kind of mimics Ausar's game a little bit, where he's mostly known for his defense and hustle. He can put back shots if needed to. And teams don't really contest Ron Holland from the three-point line until he starts making a couple shots. Once he starts making them, it's fantastic, because now you got to worry about Ron Holland on the wing, and which opens up more spacing on the floor for other Pistons to go and score. So, love to see it, man. 32-27 basketball game. Pistons up by 5 here. Hornets are going to challenge this here. They're going to see if it's actually a foul on Diabate or not. Caris Levert took it to the hole. Diabate met him in the air. That's tough to say. It kind of looked like it was an awkward shot from Caris Levert, and it's still in the act of a challenge here right now from the Charlotte Hornets. So we're going to see if that is standing or not. Logan is fantastic. Thanks, buddy. One of them, fresh rivalries forming whenever the issues with Boston. That's not a surprise. The Celtics, the Pistons have established history since the Bad Boys. I love it. And like I said, you know, it's kind of hypocritical of Adam Silver to do this, because he's like, oh, well, we can't really have guys fight each other out in the court, which I understand 1,000%. But you need chippy rivalry in basketball, especially when you get into the postseason. You want good matchups. You want guys to kind of, you know, trash talk a little bit. That's what brings ratings to the NBA. So, you know what? I'm all for it. A little bit of chippiness. I don't want guys swinging on each other, obviously, but a little trash talk never hurt anybody. So, Jeremy Fears heading to the draft. Yeah, so he declared while retaining his eligibility. I think he's going to test the waters here, but he's probably going to come back to East Lansing. 32-27 basketball game. Hornets are still challenging this year. They're going to see what the official word is just yet. It looks like, let me actually get a closer look at this. It's unsuccessful, I believe. Yeah, unsuccessful challenge from the Hornets. So it's going to be free throws here for Caris Levert. All right, 32-27 basketball game. Levert's going to go to the free throw line. Isaiah Stewart's already nodding his head to Diabate. He's like, that wasn't a foul. Or it was a foul. The fact that you tried to overturn my my challenge to my friend Caris Levert there. I'll have a word with you later. Caris Levert at the free throw line here. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Levert free throw is good. Back to a 6-point game. Pistons 33, Hornets 27. Shout out to Parker. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you stopping in. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Levert, second free throw on the way is good. 7-point lead for the Pistons. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter here. Kobe White gets it back here for the Hornets. Top of the key, working against Ron Holland one-on-one. Working, still looking to slow it down here for the Hornets here. Knipple looking on the left wing here over to Grant Williams. Williams has it now. Khan's asking for it. He's bothered by Cade. Good defense from Cade. Swings it over to Diabate. He has it now. 4 seconds. Finds Kobe White. Step back three for Kobe White is good. Big time shot for Kobe White. It was good defense, better offense right there from the Hornets right there. 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter here. Pistons 34, Hornets 30. Karis LeVert has the top of the key here, working against Knipple. Beef Stew sets the screen. Karis LeVert rolls off, and they're going to get a double screen now. Cade comes to help him out. Cade gets it back here, working against Diabate. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Cade has it one-on-one here. Cade looking to dance. 3 seconds. Drives inside here, looking down low to Karis LeVert for the slam. Great find underneath from Cade Cunningham. He puts it up and in 2 seconds. Hornets have to put up a prayer. That's not answered, and we are going to go to the second quarter with the Pistons up by 6 over the Charlotte Hornets on a Friday night in Charlotte. This would be a good playoff series. Like, if the Pistons got the Hornets as the 8th seed, this would be a very good playoff series. You know what? Because like I said, if I had to pick between the Sixers with maybe Embiid, maybe with not Embiid, teams like, I'll show you on the screen again, teams like the Magic, I mean, the Heat maybe might catch the 8th seed. I don't think they will, though. But the Magic took care of business against us last Monday. So if Paolo and Bane get hot, it could be a problem. But again, like I said, the Pistons, they earned the 1 seed this year. A lot of people, I've been reading a bunch of articles and tuning into sports shows, and it's like, oh, well, Cade Cunningham goes down for the Pistons, and everybody's freaking out. They're like, oh, well, they're not NBA contenders anymore. I mean, your best player just got injured, and he's got to collapse lung, and I don't know how the bench is going to operate, and, the Pistons aren't really for real. Well, Cade gets back healthy, amazing, but when he was off, same with Isaiah Stewart, the Pistons had, an 80% winning percentage with those 2 guys missing, and it's not the first time this has happened. Like, early on in the regular season, way back in October, early November, there was a stretch where Danish Jenkins emerged, Paul Reed stepped up, Karis LeVert, Javonte Green, guys that have stepped off the bench. Next number is called up, and the Pistons are going to roll them out. Look at the Oklahoma City Thunder game last week. Was it a week ago, week and a half ago? We went into Oklahoma City. We were a 12-point underdog. We had our 3rd stringers. Our entire starting 5 was missing, minus Asar Thompson. And we took the defending champs on the road into overtime. We lost the game, but it just goes to show you, the resiliency of this team. And it doesn't make any sense to me because the Pistons, they're the 1 seed, but then you got, the Knicks, the Celtics, and the Cavs have better odds to make it out of the Eastern Conference. I don't understand. Can somebody please explain to me, I thought the regular season mattered, but I guess it doesn't. So it's been very wishy-washy from, teams that are outside of Michigan when they're looking at us. They're like, oh, yeah, well, Cade went down. He's going to get back, though. He's healthy, and I don't know if they can do it without him, and now he's back, and here come all the bandwagons back on the Pistons train. Oh, well, he's back. Sure, they can, throw their hat in the ring and go to the Eastern Conference Finals. But you're either with us or you're against us. You can't be, all wishy-washy and be afraid, oh, I don't know now. Cade's injured. I don't know. It's like you're all in or you're all out. It's flat out, point simple. 11:50 left to go here, back from commercial break. Karis LeVert has it on the right wing here, bothered by Knipple, fires over to Danish Jenkins. Corner 3 is no good, boarded by JD. Over to Karis LeVert. LeVert thought about a 3, one-on-one against Knipple. JD sets the screen. Karis LeVert rolls off it, down low to JD. 5 seconds in the shot clock. JD had it nearly stripped away. Turnaround shot for JD's no good. Boarded by Grant Williams. Up the floor goes LaMelo. LaMelo bothered by Karis LeVert, step back 3 for LaMelo Ball on the right wing is good. 36-33 basketball game. The Hornets have been impressive, though. I think they've won their last 9 of their last 13 games or something like that. So credit where credit is due, but people forget that they're playing the 1 team in the Eastern Conference right now. Karis LeVert has it. Mid-range jump shot inside here. Shot is off the mark. Hornets get the rebound back here. This is going to be a good game, man. LaMelo Ball gets it back the other way here. Top of the key, working against Javonte Green. Diabate sets the screen here. Good defense from Javonte Green. Down low to Diabate, bothered by Duran. Floater is good. 1-point basketball game. Here come the Hornets. 10:45 left to play in the first half here. Danish Jenkins has it, top of the key here, working against Grant Williams, one-on-one, looking to set up things down the other way here. Jalen Duran gets it back here, working down low inside. Duran, inside mid-range jump shot is good for JD. 38-35 basketball game. 10:25 left to go in the first half here. LaMelo has it, top of the key, working against Ron Holland. Puts up a deep three. He knocks it down. What a shot from LaMelo Ball. He was literally standing on the logo when he fired that. LaMelo, he's been balling out in this first half so far for Charlotte. 38-38 basketball game. 10:15 left to play in the first half here. So a couple quick threes for a nice response from LaMelo Ball. Hornets get it back here. Ron Holland catches it, top of the key, over to Jalen Duren, down low here. Duren, backdoor find to Caris LeVert. They're going to call a kick ball on Charlotte, though. So it's going to be out of bounds Pistons basketball. If you guys are new to the stream, do me a favor, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys will stopping into the action. We're going to be doing every single Pistons playoff basketball game. I cannot wait. It's going to be electric. And we don't really know who we're playing yet, and it very well could be the Hornets. So you might get a preview right now. 10:04 left to go. In the first half here, Caris LeVert has it, fires over to Danis Jenkins. Duren sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off it. Inside mid-range jump shot is good for Danis Jenkins. Big-time shot for Jenkins. 40-38 basketball game. 9:50 left to play in the first half here. LaMelo Ball has it, top of the key here. Thought about a three, fires over to Grant Williams. He'll take a three. That's off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. Holland has it. Cross-court pass here to Jenkins. Down low here to Caris LeVert. LeVert drives all the way to the cup. It's blocked by Grant Williams. Duren grabs the rebound, though, and puts up the nice, easy layup. 42-38 basketball game. 9:27 left to play in the first half. LaMelo finds Knippel. He tries a corner three. He buries it. Big-time shot for Knippel. It's a one-point basketball game. This has been back and forth the entire first half so far. 9:14 left to go in the first half here. Jenkins has it, drives inside, over to Ron Holland. Holland drives inside to his right, shot off the window's no good, boarded by LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has it, running in transition here, finds Knippel, thought about a three, now he takes a three. It's off the mark, boarded by Javonte Green. Up the floor to Ron Holland. Holland in fast break transition all the way to the cup is blocked by the Hornets. Green got him on the block, and it's going to be Pistons basketball out of bounds. 8:54 left to play in the first half here. Pistons 42, Hornets 41. Appreciate you guys will stop it into the action. I'll get to your guys' chat, usually during the commercial breaks. Whenever the game's going on, I kind of like dial into the game, but I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have during the commercial breaks. 8:50 left to go in the first half here. Jenkins drives inside. Alley-oop slam to Jalen Duren. Great pass from Jenkins, found Duren backdoor, back to a three-point game. Pistons 44, Hornets 41. 8:40 left to go in the first half here. LaMelo Ball has it, top of the key, working against Ron Holland one-on-one. Over to Green, fires over to Diabate. Diabate down low, intercepted by Danis Jenkins. Jenkins up the floor here to Caris LeVert. LeVert is blocked by Diabate. Down low to Jenkins. Great block by Diabate. Duren cuts it in transition. He gets fouled. No, they're going to say it was last touched by the Hornets. So a couple of big-time blocks from the Hornets right there. It looked like it was an easy dunk from Caris LeVert, and out of nowhere comes Diabate for the block. So great defense from the Hornets right there. Pistons are going to get it back here, out of bounds, up 3. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show, folks. Duren gets it back inside, puts up a nice floater, and it falls. 46-41 basketball game. LaMelo has it in transition up to Knippel. Con drives inside and slams it down. 46-43 basketball game. Good find from Knippel down low here. 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Caris LeVert has on the right wing, working over to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins has it, drives in the paint here. Left-handed shot is blocked by Diabate. Up to LaMelo Ball in transition, finds Knippel. Con thought about a three, working down low inside. Layup is no good. It's going to be pinballed around to Grant Williams. Fires over to LaMelo Ball. He takes a three. That's off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. Holland finds Javonte Green. Pistons basketball back in transition over to Caris LeVert. LeVert has it on the right wing, back over to JD. Duren has it, looking to operate. Bad pass stolen away by LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, nobody in front of him. Pistons try to chase him down. They do. LaMelo runs beyond the three-point line, and he knocks down a big-time three. LaMelo thought about a layup, and then he's decided to run out towards the corner, and he hit a big-time three. It's a tie basketball game. We got a commercial break, timeout Pistons. This is going to be a good basketball game, folks. Holy molasses. 46-46. These two teams, you've been kind of getting a vibe of like, I'm going to match whatever you're going to do next. They're going to talk in our face. They're throwing a little bit of bumps along the way here. And the Hornets, again, they're trying to climb out of the hole to maybe get the 6th seed, but it's going to be tough right now. All right, we're in the commercial break. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know who's here. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? Karis Levert's your favorite player. I'm glad to hear it. He's mine too. 1 point. Pistons plus 6.5 and LaMelo over 18.5. Good stuff. A bandwagon wouldn't have MSU as a favorite college team. That'll be Alabama or Michigan. Let's see here. Appreciate stopping in. Jenkins is better than Dennis Schroeder at the very least. Last year's second ball handler scorer on the Pistons. Yeah, I love Dennis Schroeder. He was one of those guys where I wanted to bring back. He was big for us in the playoffs last season. We picked him up at the deadline, but he went to the Kings, signed with the deal. No problem whatsoever. And then he got traded to the Cavs. He's been on like 15,000 different teams in his career. But you know what? Jenkins comes out of nowhere. We get him from the G League, right? He works his way up when Sasser and Ivy at the time were both injured. So he worked up into his playing time to back up Cade, and he's been playing terrific. You know what? It's crazy how the NBA works. You got these ups and down stretches of guys getting hot at the right time, and I think the cylinders are starting to fully click on this team. You're starting to see Kevin Huerter get more minutes too, which a lot of people were kind of concerned about the second we got him from the Bulls. He wasn't really playing a whole lot, wasn't really making some shots. But over the last month or so, he's been pretty solid off the bench for the Pistons. So come playoff time, his defense and his three-point shot's going to be big time for us. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Hopefully everything sounds and looks okay in the chat. And if you guys could also do me a huge favor as well, try to limit the amount of spam in the chat. Like, I know you guys get excited and it's awesome. I love reading the chat. But if you guys can kind of limit it to maybe like one message per minute, that would be great. So that'd be awesome as well. So everybody rules. 46-46 basketball game. Like the stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. And this could very well come down to the final shot here. Pistons, 6.5 point underdog heading into this one. We're coming back from commercial break here. There's about roughly 7 minutes left to play until halftime. And we're all squared away here. Here we go, folks. Yeah, it was a big-time three from LaMelo Ball. It looked like he got the steal and he ran right to the basket. And instead of laying it up, he literally went behind the three-point line and just knocked down a three. So he's already, I think he's in the double figures already for the Hornets right now. Concaniple and LaMelo Ball both have the most threes made in a season, this regular season. Asar Thompson down low here gets fouled. Great pass inside from Cade Cunningham. I think LaMelo got him on the wrist. He's going to go to the free throw line where he's going to try and knock down some free throws. Asar Thompson and Ron Holland, two guys on the Pistons where if we can get their offense, like we're both going to get their defense on a night-to-night basis. If we can get a little bit more from them offensively, it's going to be a great addition for the Pistons come playoffs. 7:05 left to go here. Asar Thompson misses the free throw. It's going to be outside Javonte Green. Green left wide open. He takes a three and he knocks it down. Big-time shot for Javonte Green. 6:50 left to go. It looked like they actually called that a goaltending on Asar Thompson. So it was an and one. Missed that. He misses the free throw. So it technically was a 5-point possession right there from the Pistons. 6:44 left to play in the first half here. Brandon Miller has it, drives inside here. Blocked by Isaiah Stewart. He says, get that out of my face. He's going to help out Asar Thompson. He's staring down Brandon Miller. Big-time block from the Beef Stew. Where's the Beef Stew emo when you need it? There it is. He's got a chef hat on and everything. One of my favorites. 6:38 left to go in the first half. All right, looking to operate here for the Pistons and Hornets. 6:38 left to play in the first half here. I don't know what got on the basketball. It looked like a drink spilled on the basketball. There's like a giant black smudge on the basketball they're showing right now. So the ref had to actually wipe a towel on the basketball. It must have hit something out of bounds. That was weird. We're getting back into the swing of things, though. Brandon Miller has it. Bothered by Duncan Robinson. Cross-court pass to Miles Bridges over LaMelo. Catch and shoot three is off the mark, boarded by Duncan Robinson. Duncan has it over to Cade Cunningham. Cade in transition, bothered by Kobe White over to Duncan. Duncan now has it, goes to his right. Backs out now, trying to get Asar Thompson down low. Over to Javonte Green, now he has it. Back down low to Isaiah Stewart, one-on-one against Brandon Miller. Good matchup here. Isaiah Stewart has it. Turnaround shot is good. Isaiah Stewart, too small to Brandon Miller. He puts it up and in. 53-46 basketball game. 6:05 left to play in the first half here. Kobe White has it. Drives inside here. Layup is good. Big time shot for Kobe White. 53-48 basketball game. 5:55 left to go in the first half here. Isaiah Stewart has it over to Ausar Thompson. Ausar has it one-on-one against Miles Bridges. Looking to operate here. Backdoor to Cade Cunningham. Cade has it. Drives inside. Try to get it down low to Ausar. Ausar nearly lost it. Off to Isaiah Stewart. Trying to back down Miller again. And he puts it up and in. A little bit of a emphatic. What? A big time layup. I forgot my train of thought right there. A big layup from Isaiah Stewart. Back the other way comes Brandon Miller. His shot is no good. Diabate grabs the rebound. He gets fouled though. He's going to go to the free throw line. Emphatic? Is that the word to say? Emphatic. English? I forgot what I was going to say there. Oh, too funny, man. 55-48 basketball game. Pistons up by 7. Isaiah Stewart heads to the bench here. Couple big-time minutes for him in the second quarter here. All right. I can't wait for the postseason, man. I promise you, if you guys tune in to the Pistons playoff games, I promise you it'll be worth your while. It's going to be electric, and I cannot wait for it, man. It's going to be fantastic. Pistons arguably have their best team in the last 20 years, and if they stay healthy, who knows what this team will do in the months of April, May, and dare I say June. 5:22 left to play in the first half here. Diabate free throw on the way is no good. Diabate has a weird release where he kind of like chucks it up and he's having fun. 55-48 basketball game. 5:22 left to go in the first half here. Diabate back at the free throw line. Pistons up by 7. Javonte Green goes to the bench here. So you're going to get a mixture of Tobias, Ausar Thompson, Duran, Duncan, and Cade on the floor right now. So all Pistons starters are on the floor right now. Diabate at the free throw line. 5:22 left to play in the first half here. Diabate free throw is good. 6-point game. 5:22 left to play in the first half here. Ausar Thompson has it, crosses half court, working against the Charlotte Hornets. Top of the key, over to Cade Cunningham, bothered by James. Ausar sets the screen. Cade rolls off it. Down low to Ausar. Ausar has it blocked. Now they're going to call a late foul, rightfully deserved. He got hacked mid-air on Diabate. So Ausar's going to go right back to the free throw line. Good stuff in the Motor City happening this season for the Pistons. This is, I think, my 60th game I've done this season. So appreciate you guys all being here. It's been a lot of fun. We started our first game way back in October against the Celtics, I want to say. And it's been a lot of fun, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy the shows. 5:12 left to go in the first half. Your Ausar Thompson free throw is good. Back to a 7-point lead. 5:12 left to play in the first half. Ron Holland still strikes me as more of a slasher and 3D type of player, though, still. Yeah, he's only going to improve. Holland, again, at pick 5 a couple years ago, very mediocre first round, and Holland, I think, is going to be a guy that is going to only improve his game. Ausar Thompson at the free throw line, knocks down both free throws. Big-time shots for Ausar Thompson. Back to an 8-point game. What's up, Cornelius? How you doing, buddy? 57-49 basketball game. Kobe White has it. Broke Asar's ankles. Over to Miles Bridges. Down low to Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner gets fouled. James missed the shot. It was weird. Kobe White crossed half court. Ausar, flew backwards. It kind of froze in time right there, and they put up a shot. They missed it. Kalkbrenner grabbed the rebound. He's going to go to the free throw, and he got fouled. Appreciate you stopping in, Chaps. Chaps is awesome. Thank you for the support, dude. Appreciate you guys. 5 minutes left to play in the first half here. Kalkbrenner free throw is good. Can we get June basketball? Can we maybe, just maybe get it? Oh, man. I can't wait for the postseason, dude. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Your Hornets at the free throw line. Free throw is good. 6.5-point underdogs, huh? Okay, we'll see about that, Vegas. 57-51, 5 minutes left to play in the first half here. Ausar Thompson has a top of the key, working against Miles Bridges one-on-one. Ausar drives in the paint here, looking for the open man, back out to Cade Cunningham. Cade, bothered by James, one-on-one, goes to his left. Step back three for the motorcade is off the mark, boarded by Bridges. Bridges has it. Over to Brandon Miller. Miller, bothered by Tobias Harris, fires over to Bridges again. Bridges, bothered by Ausar. Over to Brandon Miller. Catch and shoot three is good. Big time shot for Brandon Miller. 57-54 basketball game. 4:26 left to play in the first half. Pistons up by 3. Ausar has it on the right wing here, looking at Cade. Cade gets it back on the left wing here, working in transition. Down low, drives inside, left-handed layup is good. Count the bucket and the foul for the motorcade. 59-54. He missed the last 11 games. People were saying, oh, Cade, he shouldn't play. He should wait for the postseason. He's dropping buckets in Charlotte, and he's taking it right to the rack. And one for Cade Cunningham, 59-54. Look at those glowing eyes from Cade Cunningham. It's a man you don't want to face in the postseason. I feel sorry for whoever has to get the 8 seed because it has to run through the Motor City. Cade Cunningham at the free throw line, looking to make the three-point play happen. Free throw on the way for Cade is off the mark, boarded by James. Over to Kobe White. Kobe White looking to run the floor in transition. Over to Miles Bridges. Bridges has it, top of the key, working against Tobias Harris. Just about 4 minutes left to play in the first half here. Ryan has it, top of the key, working against Duran, swings it over to Brandon Miller. Miller against Tobias, 5 seconds in the shot clock, drives in the paint, inside. Floater is off the mark, boarded by JD. JD has it, crosses half court for the Pistons in transition. JD loses it. It's going to be stolen away by the Hornets. Hornets get it back here. James catches it, drives inside here. Try to throw it down over Ausar. A great block from Ausar. Ausar wants JB Bickerstaff to challenge immediately. They're going to call a foul in the air on Ausar Thompson. He went one-on-one, tried to poster Ausar, and he's claiming that it was all ball. And anytime Ausar Thompson puts his hand in the air, usually JB considers it. Let's see here. Yeah, James went to the rack. That looks like a clean block from Ausar right there. I don't know about this. Let's see if JB decides to challenge us here. I don't think that's a foul. That's just a clean athletic play from Ausar Thompson down low. They're replaying it on the broadcast like 5 times right now. That looks like a clean block from Ausar. Yeah, they're going to challenge this here, so good to JB Bickerstaff. He believes in his guys, and I think I saw a stat. JB Bickerstaff, I think, is one of the most successful coaches this season on challenges, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong for that, but I think I saw that like on Twitter or something last week. So, good stuff, man. I don't see us losing more than a game in each series when we play in the playoffs leading up to the finals. If we stay healthy, I think our defense is going to take us a long way. But if you get these random games from like Ron Holland, Ausar Thompson drops like 15 to 20, you're going to get maybe Kevin Huerter off the bench. If Levert can become Brooklyn Nets Karis Levert for a game or two in the playoffs off the bench, there's a lot of guys that you can go to when the starters are off the floor that can get a basket. And I love how this team is like, they prioritize themselves defense first, and what makes Cade great as well is he always looks at his teammates first before he takes it himself, and he can do it all, man. So it's exciting, man. It is very exciting. We're going to a commercial break. Pistons are challenging this right now. James went at Ausar Thompson. He tried to poster it over him, but it was blocked by Ausar. They called a foul on Ausar, though. But on the replay, though, it looked like it was a clean block from Ausar Thompson. So we're going to see if this holds up or not here. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show, folks. All right. Welcome to the party, guys. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the show. Welcome in, man. It looked like a clean block from Ausar. I don't see how this is a foul by any means necessary. Yeah, we got Jalen Duren with 14 points. You got Holland with 10, and LaMelo's got 15 for the Hornets right now. All of his points have come from the three-point line, so that is fantastic. Yeah, Danis Jenkins as well. I keep saying Danis. It's Danis Jenkins, like a Danish, like a like a little pastry dish. But yeah, absolutely fantastic, man. Good stuff all around, man. Pistons 59, Hornets 54. Pistons are still currently in the middle of this challenge right now. The referee originally called a foul on Ausar Thompson in the paint, trying to block James's shot down low. And I think they're going to win this challenge here. Let's see. We're getting back from commercial break here. The refs are still talking about on the sidelines right now. All right. Welcome to the party, guys. Fresh West, thank you for the support, dude. Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome to the action. Welcome. Thanks, Super Morty. Yeah, I think the Pistons are going to win this challenge. Oh, actually, they're going to call it a jump ball. All right, so it's Duren versus Kalkbrenner and the Pistons win the jump ball. Okay, so good stuff. Good challenge from JB Bickerstaff. So it's Pistons basketball back at the top of the key. Cade has it one-on-one against Miles Bridges here. Asar sets the screen. Cade rolls off it, working against LaMelo. JD helps him out. Cade rolls off it, goes to his right, finds Duncan Robinson. Duncan, catch and shoot three, is off the mark, boarded by Miles Bridges. Bridges finds Brandon Miller, back over to Bridges, one-on-one against Asar Thompson. Switches off to Tobias Harris. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Asar Thompson away from the basketball, fighting through a screen. So it's going to be Hornets basketball out of bounds here. What's up, BD Buster? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome to the show, folks. That was a big-time block from Asar. Not many guys in the NBA can make that play. 3:15 left to play in the first half here. LaMelo gets it back here. Floater in the paint is no good. They're going to call the shot off. I think they're going to call a foul underneath on the Pistons against Ryan Kalkbrenner. So LaMelo looked like he was trying to go for a floater, but it ended up being a pass to Ryan. But they're going to call a foul on the floor, though. So I think they're going to give the Hornets... Are they going to give the Hornets free throws here? It was kind of a weird play right there. They thought it was maybe offensive goaltending. The Pistons were claiming that. So it's going to be LaMelo shooting free throws at the free throw line. His first free throw on the way is good. 59-55 basketball game. Javi home run. Let's go. All you got to do is put Baez in center field, and then he starts hitting the baseball again. 3:12 left to play in the first half here. 59-55 basketball game. LaMelo at the free throw line trying to give the Hornets within three. Free throw on the way is good. 59-56 basketball game. If you guys are new to the stream, do me a huge favor. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning in, man. Getting ready for the postseason. We're going to be calling every single Pistons playoff game. It's going to be fantastic. 3:05 left to go in the first half here. Cade Cunningham, top of the key. Goes to his right, working against Ryan down low. Bad pass intercepted by Brandon Miller. Miller running the floor here against Duncan Robinson. Looking to back out now to Bridges. Bridges cross-court pass to Concanipple. He fires from three. That's good. Possibly the Rookie of the Year winner, and Concanipple ties the game here. Big-time shot. Hornets are also in the bonus here. Cade Cunningham has it on the right wing here. Drives inside. Floater off the glass is good for the motorcade. 61-59 basketball game. 2:34 left to go in the first half. Miles Bridges has it, top of the key. Working against Tobias Harris one-on-one. Looking to set up a play here. They're going to call a foul, I think, on Asar again. He was fighting through a screen with LaMelo Ball away from the basketball. So another foul on Asar. Cade's upset with that. He believes it was more of a flop on LaMelo's end, but they're going to call a foul on Asar right now. So it's a couple quick fouls from Asar in the last couple minutes there. 61-59 basketball game. Hornets are in the bonus, so because of that, they're going to go to the free throw line. That's a weak foul. Asar is just kind of fighting through the down screen there, and I don't know about that call, man. 2:23 left to go in the first half. LaMelo's at the free throw line, trying to tie this game up. LaMelo at the free throw line, looking to give the Hornets a tie basketball game with two made free throws. First free throw's good. 61-60 basketball game. 2:23 left to go. LaMelo's having himself a terrific first half. He's got 18 points so far. Too many fouls slows the game down for sure. LaMelo at the free throw line. Looking to tie it up here for Charlotte. Second free throw on the way here for LaMelo is on the way, and it's good. 61-61. High scoring first half. Cade gets it back here. Crosses half court. Working against Concanipple one-on-one. Isaiah Stewart sets the screen. Cade rolls off it. Isaiah Stewart sets a down screen for Duncan Robinson. He catches it down low here. Inside floater for Duncan is good. Big time shot for Duncan Robinson. 63-61 basketball game. 2:05 left to play in the first half here. Brandon Miller has it. Top of the key over to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has it one-on-one against Asar. Drives to his right. Working against Cade now. Khan's asking for it. Ryan sets the screen for LaMelo. Over to Concanipple. Catch and shoot three for Concanipple's off the mark, boarded by Asar Thompson. Asar finds Cade Cunningham in transition up the floor here. Cade over to Duncan Robinson. Catch and shoot three for Duncan. On the way is good. Big time shot for Duncan Robinson. 66-61 basketball game. 1:35 left to go in the first half here. Hornets basketball back the other way. Pistons up by 5. What a shot from Duncan Robinson. Look at the laser eyes from Duncan in the chat. 1:25 left to go in the first half here. Hornets basketball back the other way. Good defense from Cade. Cade intercepts the pass from Brandon Miller. He was trying to force it out of bounds. Over to Tobias Harris, finds Duncan again. Duncan catch and shoot 3 on the right wing for Duncan's off the mark. Cade grabs the rebound though. Gets it back out to Duncan. Catch and shoot 3 again for Duncan. That's off the mark. Boarded by Tobias Harris. He comes up with another offensive rebound. Over to Cade for 3 at the top of the key. That's off the mark. Boarded by Miles Bridges. Wow, we had 3 shots right there and they couldn't fall. 54 seconds left to play in the first half here. Miles Bridges on the right wing working against Tobias Harris. Step back 3 from Miles Bridges is good. Big time shot for Bridges. 66-64 basketball game. 47 seconds left to play in the first half here. Cade crosses half court, working against Con Knipple, one-on-one over to Tobias Harris. Tobias bothered by Brandon Miller at the top of the key, over to Cade. Cade drives inside, finds Isaiah Stewart down low. Isaiah Stewart has it. Cross-court pass to Duncan. He thought about a 3. Now fires from 3. Looked like they're going to call a foul. I don't know if it's a 3-pointer or not, but Duncan Robinson is going to go to the 3-point line. Or the free throw line, excuse me. He got LaMelo in the air. I don't know if they're going to call it a 3 or a long 2. It looked like his feet... they might call it a long 2. I think it's a long 2 from Duncan Robinson. He was barely stepping on the line when he let that go, but good job from Duncan, though, to draw the foul there. Good stuff, man. 31 seconds left to play in the first half here. Duncan Robinson's here. He's got 10 points in the first half. Having himself a terrific first half here. Duncan's been playing well, like, as of late, and especially when the Pistons are going to need him in the playoffs as your starter. If he can average, 10, 11, 12 points a game, maybe even more than that, which he's capable of, he knocked down the first free throw. It's only going to help us moving forward. Could potentially be the 1v8 matchup in the playoffs. Hornets are the 9 seed right now, so they got one more game after this, so we're going to see. Duncan Robinson misses a second free throw. They're going to give him 3 free throws. I couldn't tell if it was exactly a 3 or a long 2. They're going to give him 3 free throws here. All right, 67-64 basketball game. 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Pistons up by 3. Duncan looking to make it a 4-point game. Duncan at the free throw line. Free throw on the way for Duncan is up and in. 4-point game for the Pistons. 68-64 basketball game. 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Hornets down by 4. Both teams in the bonus. Asar guarding LaMelo Ball, top of the key here. LaMelo not happy with it. Trying to set up the offense here. Asar's not letting him, though. LaMelo goes to his left, finds Con Knipple. Knipple drives inside against Duncan Robinson. Asar nearly came up with the steal. They're going to call it out of bounds, though. Last touch by Asar. And it's going to be Hornets basketball. 5 seconds left from the shot clock. There's 12 seconds left on the game clock. So about 7-second differential here. So if the Pistons rebound this, they should get a final shot off here before the halftime break. Pistons are trying to get to 60 wins as well, 100%. So we're going to see if they can get it done here. Hornets, again, I respect the Hornets team. They got a bunch of good players. The Pistons have had their number in the regular season, but if we do end up getting them as the 8th seed, this is going to be a good playoff series. Bridges finds Grant Williams. Now they're going to call a foul on Tobias Harris. It's going to be free throws here for the Hornets. Is it on Duncan or Tobias? Not really sure who that came up with right there. But it's a foul on the Pistons regardless, though. So both teams are in the bonus, so the Hornets are going to go right back to the free throw line. If you guys are new to the stream, do me a favor, guys. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. And we are all ready to rock and roll. We are watching an OKC game. Man, did SGA get the whistles in that one? Holy cow. SGA, I think, shot like 28 free throws in that game against the Pistons. Absolutely insane. They're going to take a look at this here. So Bridges looked like he inbound the pass. Tobias was guarding him. Con was fighting through the screen. And they're not really sure if it's on Isaiah Stewart or Duncan Robinson. But I don't think it was really anything beyond just a common foul, let alone a foul in the first place. I hate how these guys, they'll like fight through screens and they'll throw their hands up like they're trying to make it a foul or something. That's what SGA does a lot. So I don't know, just let the boys play. NBA, if you want to watch real basketball, go look at like the 80s and 90s. You could literally shove a guy to the ground and be a common foul. Like, the game has gotten, I don't want to say somewhat soft, but it's definitely evolved over the last couple decades to where there's a lot of stuff you could have gotten away with 20, 30 years ago. Now you can't so much. If you breathe on the guy, it's a foul. So Absolutely insane. 12 seconds left to play in the first half here. Hornets are going to get a basketball at the free throw line. So they're going to shoot 2 free throws. Pistons are going to get the ball back. Even the All-Star games. Like, look at the All-Star games, like when Jordan and Bird and Magic were playing. Like, those guys went at it in the All-Star game. Now it's like a 3-point contest, essentially. I think they upgraded this to a flagrant 1 on Duncan Robinson, which is kind of ridiculous. So the Hornets make the flagrant foul free throw, so they get the ball back here. The thing that sucks is now it's a fresh shot clock for the Charlotte Hornets now. So I don't know about that call whatsoever. It looked like just a common foul, but it is what it is. Bridges has it on the right wing here, bothered by Isaiah Stewart. 10 seconds on the game clock. They're going to get the final shot here. Bridges one-on-one against Isaiah Stewart. Working to drive inside. Step back 3 from Miles Bridges on the way is no good. Good defense from Isaiah Stewart, and that is all she wrote for how we're going to end the first half. 68-65. Good shot selection forced from the Pistons there. Bridges is not really known for his three-point shooting. He got him to put up like a step-back jump shot. So, absolutely fantastic. 68-65. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the action. We got a halftime break underway here, guys. Usually just kind of chill out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. It's kind of like a Q&A session, kind of talk about the game so far, what's been happening, and then we will get ready to start the third quarter after the halftime break is over with. But first, let me get a drink of water because I've been talking nonstop for the last hour. Fantastic. Going to show up on camera. There it goes. Wait. My green screen's not letting me get my water bottle in here. There we are. You got to stay hydrated. All right. I brought that whole jug down for that one joke in the stream, so hopefully you guys appreciated that. All right, 3-point basketball game. Hornets, again, like I said, if you take a look at the standings right now, they are a 9 seed right now. But if you look around the league, you got the Raptors, the Hawks, the Magic, the Sixers, all within a game and a half of each other. So the Hornets, they're going to try and climb the ladder, you know, depending on what the Sixers and the Magic do the next couple of days, because the teams don't really want to play the play-in, because you're kind of fighting to survive, basically, and who knows what the 9 and 10 seed could do, because if you're a 7 or an 8 and you lose that first 7-8 matchup, then it's sudden death, basically. You're fighting for the 8 seed. So, obviously, you want to make it to the 6 seed or higher because you don't have to sweat that out. And the Hornets are, again, they came into this as a 6.5-point favorite, and I expect this game to go down to the wire again. But when I saw that spread when we were, a healthy team back, with Cade Cunningham coming back, Isaiah Stewart, it's good to speculate. Maybe the Pistons might take it easy a little bit and ease off, but I think they forgot that JB Bickerstaff doesn't do that. Again, there was a game a couple months ago. We're going to actually play this team on Sunday where we were up like 40 points on the Pacers, and he still had the starters out there in the fourth quarter. It's like, you're going to have to go toe-to-toe with us all the way down to the final whistle. And you either are going to like it or too bad, because we're still going to play our best players. So, good stuff, man. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. We got some Pistons haters in here. Are they Hornets fans? I appreciate the generosity of the love in the chat. That makes me just feel fantastic. Good stuff. If you take a look at the stat sheet right now, guys, let me actually see if I can pull this up here. A lot of people ask me to put the stats up on the screen. Let me actually get rid of the East. I will actually let's go to this. Let me show you the stat sheets brought to you in part by the Carson Shear Show, aka screenshot from ESPN box score. All right, let's see what we got here. So the Pistons up by 3 over the Hornets. Let me see what we got here. Let's take a look at this box score. Let's take a look at this box score. Let's see how we can evaluate this situation right now as we chill until the third quarter begins. All right, box score for perfect. Yes. Oh, wait, let me see if I get these timeouts right. I can never get the timeouts right. Okay, so the Pistons have used 3 timeouts. Hornets have used 2. Okay, there we go. We're at the halftime break. Here we go. Okay, good. This will work. All right, so Pistons, take a screenshot of this here. It's funny. I was always an Apple guy for the longest time. And then when I got a PC for streaming, it changed the world as we know it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the shows, man. Like I said, it's been my first year doing this. Hopefully I'm somewhat entertaining to the point where we can have an exciting playoff series and many, many more seasons to come in the future. Okay, so we got the Hornets box score and the Pistons box score. All right, here we go. Let's pull this up on the screen. Okay, we'll take a look at the stats here. We shall evaluate and see what we got going on right now. Pistons, again, shout out to Ron Holland. Holland came off the bench and immediately made an impact. 10 quick points, which is fantastic to see. There we go. All right, let's take a look here. So first half, Tobias struggling a little bit. He's got 2 points. Let me actually move myself out of the way here. There we go. Now we can see it. Perfect. There we go. Okay. All right. Tobias with 2 points. Duncan's got 12. Fantastic. Duncan Robinson, again, he was cold to start the season. He's had these weird stretches where he can be very good or he can just flat out not shoot. And the problem is sometimes it's not his fault. Guys just have a cold off shooting night. The thing with Duncan Robinson, though, is he gets in those weird stretches where he gets in early foul trouble, and then JB Bickerstaff has to sub him out of the game. Then he has to kind of play catch up in the second half. But 12 points is fantastic. Duran's an absolute monster. 14 points, 4 boards, 3 assists from JD. Cade and Asar both have 8. And then off the bench, like I said, Ron Holland, 10 points. Stewart's got 5. Let me actually see what the shooting percentages is. We got, okay, so we're shooting 38% from the three-point line, which is pretty good. And again, they've been talking about it all season long to, like, the Pistons, I think, were like the 26th best ranked three-point shooting team. And then you hit the month of March, and then all of a sudden we became like a top 10 three-point shooting team. So hopefully that continues into the postseason. The free throws, though, are kind of concerning. 64% from the free throw line. That's not ideal, because you know there's going to be a moment in the playoffs where they're going to have to foul us, and we're up 2 points, and we're going to have to make both free throws to seal the deal. And if we let that slip away, it could be a problem. We'll take a look at the Hornets. Hornets box score. There we are. LaMelo has been carrying them this entire way so far. He's got 20 points in the first half, 5 for 10 from the three-point line. Miller's got 11, Diabate with 4, Bridges with 8, Concanipple with 8 points, and then you got Kobe White with 10 off of the bench right now for the Hornets. I think it was a great addition the Hornets got for Kobe White. That's a guy that, you know, was considered one of their best players on Chicago for a little bit, and they didn't have to give up that much to get him. They're shooting 39% from the three-point line. And again, this is one of the better three-point shooting teams in the NBA. Like I said, you got LaMelo and Concanipple both leading the NBA in field goals made from beyond the arc in the NBA this year. So we'll see if Concanipple gets the Rookie of the Year award or if it goes to Cooper Flagg. But both guys definitely deserve the award. And the crazy thing is they both were college teammates at Duke. So good stuff all around, man. Let me take a look at the chat here, see if you have any questions. Yeah, Herter's playing, James. He actually came off the bench a little bit. He's dealing with a little bit of an illness, but they did clear him for this game, which is great to see. You know, we need Kevin Herter back. So, yeah, good stuff, man. But if you guys are new to the stream, like the stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. I think what I'm going to do for the, like the playoffs, I think we'll do like Pistons trivia. I really don't know what to say half the time during the halftime break. I just kind of like, you know, talk about the game, what happened, what didn't happen. And we can look at this box score more, though, and kind of evaluate the situation more. You know, Duran, again, he's on track for possibly a 30 game today. Because, again, this is a 3-point game at halftime. Hornets are definitely not going to go away. And you're going to have to prevent the 3-point line from happening. Continue to step up on defense and make some shots down the stretch. But, again, Cade with 5 assists. Couple turnovers from Cade. That's all right, though. 8 points. Cade is kind of a guy that usually likes to take over in the second half, where he kind of gets a feel of the game, because every opponent you face has a different playing style. And I think Cade is one of the best in the NBA at kind of adjusting to that and kind of seeing, like, all right, how does this team operate? How do they run, on defense? How quick do they run in transition? LaMelo usually runs as soon as the shot is missed or made, right back the other way. So it's been good so far. But yeah, LaMelo's got 20 points so far. Yeah, he could definitely put up a 30 or a 40 piece in this game if it continues back and forth high pace as it's been so far in the first half. This is a really high first half score. Usually you're going to get, teams like in the 40s to 50s, both a piece at the half. They're both almost at 70 at halftime. So a lot of good stuff to go around there for the Pistons. A couple of other scores around the league. The Heat are dominating the Wizards. They're up by 20 at the half. Atlanta's up 13 over Cleveland. You got Boston taking care of business against the Pelicans. Philly's up by 6 over the Pacers. The Raptors are down 13 to the Knicks. Magic are up by 2 over the Bulls right now. Milwaukee's taking it to Brooklyn right now. So again, a lot of different situations, and it's going to be fun kind of watching this shape up because we could get a team from the 7-8 slot that might drop down, or you're going to get a team that's in the 9-10 slot like the Hornets or maybe even the Miami Heat that can creep up and snatch the 8 seed. Because again, in the play-in tournament, you kind of only have to win a game or two. It's not like a best-of-7 series, so it's whoever's best night is available could literally earn you a playoff spot. So good stuff all around, man. All right. Appreciate you guys all being here, though, guys. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Pistons are up by 3 over the Charlotte Hornets. Again, another team that could become a problem in the postseason. Pistons, again, they were a 6.5-point underdog, which I didn't really understand because you got all your starters back. I think they kind of interpreted it as, oh, the Hornets have more to play for than the Pistons do, so they're going to try harder, I guess, but I don't know. It's just kind of strange. Hornets are going to win, calling it now. They very well could. This is going to go down to the wire. I think you're going to have your stretches where, like, they're going to make, like, 2 or 3 threes in a row. Pistons are going to have to respond. And it's going to come down to who can limit the turnovers, because it's the second chance points as well. And I think getting Isaiah Stewart back is a big deal for the Pistons because he's going to limit those second chance points off the bench where he kind of camps out down low in the paint, and he usually does a pretty good job of grabbing the boards. Plus, you don't really want to go in the paint with Isaiah Stewart. He's going to give you problems down the stretch. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic, though. Better rebounding tonight. So, I'm going to take a look here. The Pistons have a total of 25 rebounds. The Hornets have 21. So, it's pretty similar for the most part in terms of both rebounding the basketball. Turnovers, Pistons are leading with 7 turnovers compared to the Hornets' 4 turnovers. So yeah, and again, when you get down to playoff basketball, you're going to get these stretches where teams get hot. You're going to have to call timeout, stop the momentum. I think home court advantage plays a big advantage in the postseason. And, teams are going to get very familiar with each other because it's a best of 7 compared to, like, they play once and then they go on the road and then they play them a month later. They travel constantly. So it's going to be a good finish down to the wire here. But take a look at this team, right? Karis LeVert, playoff experience. Kevin Huerter, playoff experience. Devontae Green, playoff experience. Then everybody else that was drafted homegrown on this team, they got their first year of playoff experience last year against the Knicks, who, again, Pistons were the 6th seed. New York was the 3 seed. Couple calls went the Knicks' way. If they call that 3, was Malik Beasley or Tim Hardaway last year, maybe we might have tied the game and forced a game 7, but didn't happen. So Playoffs will be very chippy. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And the Pistons are like eager because they don't know who they're going to play. It's not like, you know, the 3 and the 6 or the 4 and the 5 matchup where you kind of have an idea of like, okay, this is going to be set in stone. We're going to prepare for them because they got a week off. Because remember, they got the top 6 teams in the East and the West. They have a full week off basically until their first playoff game. While the 7 through the 10 have to play their way into it. So yeah, that corner 3 was that was crazy. That Tim Hardaway shot. Getting ready to start the third quarter here, guys. Appreciate you guys will tune into the action. Yeah, big win for the Wings last night. They got to win out. I don't really see any other way. They're going to have Ottawa lose like 1 or 2 games because they're like 4 points behind them, I think, and maybe Boston loses out. I don't see Boston losing out, though. So it's kind of crazy, man. Start of the third quarter coming up, though. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action, guys. Welcome to the party, folks. Love doing this. It's been my first year doing this, guys. It's been awesome, and hopefully you guys enjoy the shows. It's been fun, too, to call these games because it's more entertaining and more thrilling when you have a good team to call. If your team sucks, I feel sorry for, like, the other play-by-play guys if they're, like, the Pacers or the Pelicans, teams that are going to be in the lottery, the Wizards. But this draft class is pretty loaded, so we shall see. I forgot to put up a poll, guys. I'll put up a poll here. Who do you guys think's going to win this game? All right, we're getting back from commercial break. Who wins? Pistons or the Hornets? Start of the second half, guys. There we go. Good stuff. Back in business. Cade Cunningham, top of the key here, working against LaMelo Ball one-on-one. Drives inside, kick it back out to Asars Thompson. Duncan Robinson, bad pass, intercepted by Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller has it back the other way here on the right wing, bothered by Tobias Harris. Nearly lost it. LaMelo comes up with it, though. Working against Tobias Harris here. LaMelo drives inside here. Shot off the window is no good. He gets fouled, though. He's going to go to the free throw line. Pistons up by 3. This could very well come down to the final shot. And it's going to be exciting, man. Looking forward to it. Glad Cade is playing because he can't stay shelved for too long. 100% Chaps. And I think these next couple games, it was kind of more of like a get back into basketball rhythm and shape for Cade. Because when he misses like a month and a half of playing time, you kind of lose a little bit of chemistry with the team a little bit because he's rehabbing, and he can't travel with the team. So 100%. 68-66 basketball game. Everybody rules. Welcome to the show, folks. Hornets or Pistons? Go vote in the poll, guys. Who's going to win this game? Pistons up by 2 here. LaMelo's back at the free throw line. Looking to get the Hornets within 1. LaMelo at the free throw line. 11:30 left to play in the third quarter. Free throw on the way is good. 68-67 basketball game. Pistons up by 1. Jalen Duren's got 4 fouls. That's kind of a problem. Hornets have forced Jalen Duren into early foul trouble, so he's got to sit for a bit. Cade Cunningham drives inside here. Floater's no good. It looked like it's going to be rebounded, though, by the Hornets. Asar comes up with the steal inside to Cade Cunningham for the layup. What a play from Asar Thompson. A stolen again by Duncan Robinson. Duncan floater off the glass is no good. He draws the foul. What just happened? It looked like it was a rebound from the Hornets. Asar pickpockets them, saves it. He was diving out of bounds. He threw it into Cade. Cade goes up with the layup. And the Hornets inbounded again, and Duncan comes up with the steal. It was back-to-back steals, and the Pistons are going to go back to the free throw line. Great defense right there. Asar is one of the best at doing that in, after a made basket, he kind of camps out and waits and trying to intercept that inbound pass. Absolutely fantastic. They're talking about, they call it a deflection, basically. He's averaging 4 a game right now, which is first in the NBA. He's really good at doing that. Duncan misses the first free throw. Second free throw on the way is good. These free throws, man, they're going to be costly for the Pistons in the playoffs. They got to start shooting the free throws better. Miles Bridges, top of the key here, back the other way. One-on-one against Tobias Harris. Over to Brandon Miller. Miller goes to his right. Shot off the window is good. Big-time shot for Brandon Miller. 2-point basketball game. 10:58 left to play in the third quarter. Tobias Harris has it on the right wing here. Cross-court pass to Isaiah Stewart, left wide open for 3. Stewart misses the 3, boarded by the Hornets. Bridges comes up with it, back the other way, working against Tobias. Cross-court pass to Brandon Miller, bothered by Cade Cunningham. Miller sets the screen, switches off to Tobias Harris. Con sets a screen from Miller, over to Miles Bridges, one-on-one against Duncan Robinson. Goes to his right, drives in the paint inside here. Working inside the paint, shot is no good, boarded by Diabate. Diabate, I believe, gets fouled underneath by the Pistons. So it's going to be out of bounds for the Hornets. So a reset and shot clock back to 14 seconds for Charlotte here. 71-69 basketball game. 10:28 left to go in the third quarter. Miles Bridges looking to inbound the pass here against Tobias Harris. Miles has it over to Diabate, one-on-one. At the top of the key against Isaiah Stewart, looking to get it to LaMelo. Good defense from Ausar Thompson. LaMelo has it, one-on-one here, goes to his left, takes a deep three. That shot is off the mark. It's going to be rebounded by Brandon Miller, though. Miller gets it back, cross-court pass to Bridges, left wide open at the top of the key for three. That's in and out, no good. It's going to be Hornets basketball. Unbelievable. Miller had to dive out of bounds, chucked it off Tobias' hip. It's going to be Hornets basketball. These second chance points are going to be critical down the stretch. So another chance for Charlotte here. 71-69 basketball game. Like the live stream if you guys are new. Subscribe, it's free. It helps out the stream. Nipple fires over to LaMelo Ball. He takes a deep three. That's off the mark. Boarded by Isaiah Stewart. Finally grabs the rebound. Over to Duncan Robinson. Cross-court pass to Cade Cunningham. Slams it down on the fast break. 73-69 basketball game. 9:50 left to go in the third quarter. LaMelo Ball has it, working against Ausar Thompson one-on-one here. LaMelo fires over to Brandon Miller. Catch and shoot three is off the mark, boarded by the Pistons. They're going to call a foul away from the basketball, I think, on Ausar Thompson. Ugh, how many fouls is that now on Ausar? My camera, freaked out for a bit. I don't know what that was. That was weird. 9:44 left to go in the third quarter here. Check a look. How many fouls is that? That is 3? Is that 3 fouls on Ausar Thompson? 73-69 basketball game. 9:44 left to go in the third quarter. Pistons up by 4. Hornets get it back here, down 4. 9:40 left to go in the third quarter. Bridges has it, top of the key, working against Tobias Harris. Off to LaMelo Ball, bothered by Isaiah Stewart. Goes to his right, drives inside, down low to Diabate for the slam. 73-71 basketball game. 9:29 left to play in the third quarter here. Tobias Harris has it, top of the key here, working down the stretch. Over to the motorcade. Cade fires over to Ausar, top of the key, working against Bridges. Off to Tobias Harris, bothered by Concanipple. Tobias drives inside here. Mid-range jump shot for Tobias is off the window, no good. Boarded by the Hornets. LaMelo has it in transition. Down the stretch, down low to Brandon Miller for the alley-oop slam. We got a tie basketball game. 73-73. Cade looking to inbound here, Tobias Harris. Cade, one-on-one, top of the key against Concanipple. Goes to his left. 8:54 left to play in the third quarter. 10 ties and 5 lead changes in this game so far. Tobias has it down low against Brandon Miller. Inside here to Ausar Thompson. Ausar goes up with it. Left-handed layup is no good. Beef stew tried to grab the rebound. Intercepted, though, by the Hornets. Hornets get it back here. Top of the key goes LaMelo. LaMelo drives to his right against Ausar Thompson. Inside here, it's going to be blocked by the Pistons. Tobias comes up with it over to Duncan Robinson. Catch and shoot three for Duncan on the way is no good. K grabs the rebound, though, over to Ausar. Top of the key finds Tobias Harris. One-on-one, drives inside here. Tobias draws the foul. Tobias is going to go to the free throw line and try and knock down some free throws. Foul is called, I believe, on Brandon Miller. So Tobias is going to go to the free throw line looking to get the Pistons a 2-point lead. Great block underneath from Isaiah Stewart there in transition. Tobias Harris, free throw on the way here is good. 74-73 basketball game. You think Jenkins will come back in? Probably, I would imagine. 74-73 basketball game. 8:19 left to go in the third quarter. Pistons up by 1. Tobias at the free throw line looking to give the Pistons a 2-point lead. Free throw on the way here for Tobias. It is up and in and out. No good. He missed it. Still a 1-point game. Now they're going to call a foul. That was so weird. They're going to call it on Isaiah Stewart? It looked like Isaiah Stewart got called for a foul off the rebound, off the missed free throw. He was fighting down low at Diabate. That's ridiculous. They call a foul on Isaiah Stewart. It's not a foul. They're just playing ball, man. 8:19 left to play in the third quarter there. Pistons up by 1. Hornets get it back here. LaMelo has it. Top of the key. Bothered by Ausar Thompson. 1-on-1. LaMelo drives to his right over to Miles Bridges. Bridges has it on the right wing. Fires over to Diabate. Bothered by Isaiah Stewart. Over to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball has it. 1-on-1 against Duncan Robinson. Drives inside against Isaiah Stewart. Backs out now. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Finds Bridges. Bridges has to take a deep 3 on the right wing. In and out. It's boarded by the Hornets. Another offensive rebound. LaMelo catch and shoot 3. Is good. Unbelievable shooting roll from LaMelo Ball right there. That ball dropped 2 or 3 times for the Hornets. The Pistons take a timeout. They're down by 2. Here come the Charlotte Hornets. 76-74 basketball game. Again, second chance opportunities is going to be the dagger for the Pistons if they can't get their act together. Pistons are down by 2. We're going to a commercial break. LaMelo got the friendliest shooter's roll I've ever seen right there. Unreal, man. All right, we're going to a commercial break. 76-74 basketball game. LaMelo is their entire team right now. He's got 25 points in this game. Brandon Miller's got 15. Kobe White's got 10 off the bench. Pistons right now shooting 33% from the three-point line. Hornets are 35%, with the majority of those belonging to LaMelo Ball. And, again, second chance points. I mean, the Hornets got probably 6 or 7 points in that opening third quarter for multiple possessions because the Pistons couldn't grab the rebound. What's up, EMC? How you doing? Welcome to the show, folks. Welcome to the party. Looks like Cade is still trying to fully get back into basketball shape. He's not really driving as much. He's kind of camping out at the three-point line, assisting guys, which I get it. His second game back from a collapsed lung. You don't really want to risk anything fully until the playoffs. But again, it's kind of reps for Cade to get back in here until the postseason begins. National championship coming next year to Detroit. Yeah, the Ford Field's going to have the Final Four. See if Michigan and Michigan State can get back there. What's the over-under going to be on fouls? Over-under 100 fouls. I know, right? It's crazy. Hornets are up by 2 over the Pistons. Pistons have got 3 timeouts left. Hornets have 5 still left. They've only used 2 so far. So, JD Bickerstaff trying to stop the momentum in this game. In a commercial break right now. If you guys are new to the stream, do me a favor, guys. Like the live stream. Subscribe if you guys are new. It means a lot. Welcome to the party, folks. Like I said, we're going to be doing every single Pistons playoff game this postseason. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be electric and a lot of fun, man. See if the Hornets can get on a nice rhythm here. They're outscoring the Pistons right now 11-6. So we're going to see if the Pistons can fight back here. Again, Jalen Duren in early foul trouble is not ideal as well. He's got 4 fouls in this game. Hornets 76, Pistons 74. Getting back from commercial break in the swing of things here. Playoffs are going to be dope. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. It's going to be awesome. Coming up here on 2,000 subscribers as well, guys. If you guys want to help me out, if you guys are new to the stream, you want to subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. I think hopefully we can hit to 2,000 subs right around the first game of the playoffs, hopefully, so that'd be pretty cool. LaMelo Ball on that last 3, he got the friendliest shooter's roll I've ever seen. That ball bounced like 3 times before it finally landed in the bucket. 76-74 basketball game. Hornets are up by 2. On the floor, you got Cade, Tobias, Duncan, and Isaiah Stewart, along with Ausar Thompson. Cade on the left wing, cross-court pass to Ausar. Fires Duncan Robinson. Catch and shoot 3 for Duncan is good. Big-time shot for Duncan Robinson. Count the bucket and the foul. What a shot for Duncan Robinson. He's going to the free throw line and trying to complete the three-point play. Big-time bucket from Duncan. Both feet are beyond the three-point line. Con Knipple got him in the air. He's going to try and complete the 4-point play. Duncan, laser eyes, Duncan Robinson. Big-time shot for Duncan right there. 77-76 basketball game. Duncan's got 16 points in this game so far. Absolutely love to see it, man. Duncan, free throw on the way here is up and in. 78-76 basketball game. 7:34 left to go. LaMelo Ball has it. Top of the key here. Working against Ausar Thompson one-on-one. Brandon Miller on the left wing catches it. Bothered by Cade Cunningham. Con looking to set the screen here. Miller still has it. Bothered by Duncan. Over to Diabate. Finds Brandon Miller. Miller drives in the paint here. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Good defense from Duncan. Turnaround shot for Brandon Miller is good. Wow, big time shot for Brandon Miller. Tie basketball game. 78-78 basketball game. Cade Cunningham has it top of the key here over to Tobias Harris. Tobias drives inside. Shot is off the mark, boarded by the Hornets. Here come the Hornets back the other way. Knipple drives inside. It's going to be over Cade for the bucket. 80-78 basketball game. Hornets up by 2. 6:50 left to go in the third quarter here. Pistons down by 2 with the basketball. Cade has it on the left wing, bothered by LaMelo Ball. Drives inside, kick it back out to Ausar Thompson. Ausar now has it, drives inside, mid-range jump shot for Ausar is good. Mid-range game for Ausar Thompson. Love to see it. 6:35 left to go in the third quarter here. LaMelo gets it back, bothered by Ausar Thompson. LaMelo has it, fires from 3 from beyond the arc, in and out, boarded by Tobias Harris. Tobias now fires over to Cade Cunningham, running the floor here for the Pistons, working against the Hornets one-on-one here. Cade drives inside here, mid-range jump shot for Cade is good. Motorcade delivers inside. 82-80 basketball game. It has been back and forth the entire game so far. 6:05 left to go in the third quarter here. Brandon Miller has it one-on-one against Cade Cunningham on the left wing here. Over to Diabate against Isaiah Stewart. Knipple gets it on the right wing here, looking to drive inside here. Knipple cross-court pass to LaMelo. He fires over to Brandon Miller for 3. Is good. Big-time shot for Brandon Miller. It's back to a 1-point game. 83-82 basketball game. 5:46 left to play in the third quarter here. Pistons down by 1. Tobias has on the left wing over to Ausar Thompson. Looking to operate here in transition. Ausar looking to get it to Duncan. Duncan bothered by LaMelo on the right wing. Finds Ausar Thompson. Duncan thought about a 3. Drives inside. Floater is good for Duncan Robinson. Big time Duncan. 84-83. Detroit runs on Duncan. 5:22 left to play in the third quarter here. Hornets basketball top of the key. Brandon Miller one-on-one against Cade. Over to Diabate, bothered by Isaiah Stewart. Finds Knipple, top of the key, working against Cade Cunningham. Fires over to Brandon Miller. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Has to take a deep 3. That's off the mark, boarded by Ausar Thompson. Ausar has it. Crosses half court here for the Pistons. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. Ausar has it on the right wing. One-on-one against LaMelo Ball. Drives inside. Backdoor find to Isaiah Stewart. Stewart trying to put up a shot. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Isaiah Stewart. So it's going to be a turnover here. Hornets basketball back the other way. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter here. And it looks like I think we got another timeout or maybe a substitution coming in for the Pistons. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show, folks. Paul Reed steps on the floor here for the Pistons. No Dance Jenkins yet in this second half. Or is that him right there? He just checked into the game. Dance Jenkins back in the game. Over to Paul Reed. Has it. Top of the key here. Working one-on-one against Ryan. Over to Duncan Robinson. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Duncan Robinson drives outside to Ausar Thompson for 3. Is off the mark, boarded by Ryan. Still a 1-point game here. Ausar, Paul Reed, Duncan Robinson, Jenkins, and Tobias on the floor for the Pistons right now. Grant Williams thought about a 3, bumped by Ausar Thompson. They're going to call a foul on Ausar. So it's going to be out of bounds, Hornets basketball. If you guys are new to the stream, do me a favor, like and subscribe. It's free, helps out the shows. Welcome everybody listening, tuning in. You guys are fantastic. All right. They might take a look at this here to make sure it's not a flagrant foul. I don't see how it was. Ausar looked like he was just trying to close out the shot. He has to step out here. So he goes to the bench now. So a couple key impactful players for the Pistons on the bench right now. Ryan has it top of the key here, working against Paul Reed. Paul Reed nearly pokes it away. Brandon Miller has to go chase it down here. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Kevin Huerter checks into the game here. Brandon Miller drives inside here. Good defense from Kevin Huerter. Pokes it out of bounds. 2 seconds now on the shot clock. 4:19 left to play in the third quarter. All right. What's going on, Weeping? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. 4:19 left to go in the third quarter. Kobe White inbounds here to Brandon Miller. Bothered by Kevin Huerter. Takes a deep contested jump shot. It's off the mark. Boarded by Paul Reed. B-ball Paul Reed. Tobias Harris crosses half court here for the Pistons. Looking to add some veteran presence here on the court right now. Tobias fires over to Paul Reed. One-on-one against Ryan. Paul Reed daring to shoot it. He does take a 3. That's off the mark, boarded by Kobe White. Hornets get it back here in transition. Goes to their right, driving inside against Kevin Huerter. Spin move off the windows, no good. Boarded by Paul Reed. Up to Dance Jenkins. Jenkins drives inside here. Kick it back out to Tobias Harris. He tries a 3. He hits it! big time shot for Uncle T gives the Pistons a 4-point lead, and the Hornets take a timeout. We're going to a commercial break. Uncle freaking T. 87-83 basketball game. It's Tobias Harris's world, and we're just living in it. Absolutely fantastic, guys. And that is only Tobias' 6th point on the game. So that was a big-time 3 for Tobias. That was his first 3 attempted in this game. He's had a couple other instances where he's tried to go to the rim, just couldn't really get a good shot off. So you got 5 guys. You got 5 Pistons in double figures right now. We're in a commercial break. Ron Holland's got 10 off the bench. Asar's got 10 now. Cade 14. Durham with 14. Duncan with 19. The crazy thing with Cade is it looks like he's not really trying that much. Like, he's not really going full speed, like, in transition. He's just kind of playing like he's slowing the tempo of the game down. So, he's so good at that. I think it's a combination of him trying to slow down the game while he's still trying to deal with that lung injury. Again, to try to get game reps back in before the postseason starts. But he's got 14 and 7 right now. So, love to see it. In a commercial break, appreciate you guys will stop in. This is going to go down to the final shot, I think. It's been back and forth literally the entire game. I think the biggest lead was like 8, I think, for the Pistons in this game. So, hey, I love to see it. How many Hornets are in double figures? You got 4. Brandon Miller's got 20. LaMelo's 25. Khan's got 10. And then Kobe White's got 10 off the bench. So, I like the nice even distribution of scoring in this game. Shout out to Duncan, man. 19 points for Duncan Robinson. I've been very critical on Duncan Robinson earlier on in this season, but he has stepped up the past couple weeks and has played very well for us. HB, thank you for the support, dude. Welcome to the show, dude. Welcome, man. 87-83 basketball game. Ready for playoff basketball. I can't wait, dude. It's going to be fantastic. Hopefully you guys are along with the journey. It's going to be amazing. We might get the Hornets. We could get the Sixers. The Magic, the Heat might catch up to the 8th seed. Or you might get even like the Hawks could fall down. Who knows? So it should be interesting. We got a good game on our hands, folks. 87-83 basketball game. Pistons have already locked up the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Hornets are trying to fight out of their way of the 9 seed right now. So, you got one more game. Sunday's the final regular season day for games. Pistons play the Pacers. I'll be on the call for that. And we wait and see who happens. We wait and see who we're going to get. Alrighty, folks. 87-83 basketball game. Pistons up by 4. Getting back into the swing of things here. Hornets basketball back the other way. Ryan Kalkbrenner has it. Fires over to Grant Williams. One-on-one against Ron Holland. 3:30 left to play in the third quarter. Kobe White gets it. Down low inside. Underneath to James. He puts up a nice layup up and in. 2-point basketball game. 87-85 basketball game. Here we go. Pistons up by 2. Dennis Jenkins back the other way here. Working against James at the top of the key, fires over to Karis Levert, off to Kevin Huerter. Huerter now drives inside here, step back jump shot for Kevin Huerter is in and out, no good, boarded by James. James has it the other way here, working in transition against the Pistons defense. Off to Kobe White. Kobe White bothered by Ron Holland. Kobe White drives inside here, thought about a shot, kick it back out to Brandon Miller now. Miller has it, thought about a 3, bothered by Ron Holland. Miller drives to his left, working inside here. Miller has to take a tough contested shot. It falls. What a shot from Brandon Miller. 87-87 basketball game. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter here. Pistons basketball. They get it back here. Over to Karis Levert. Levert working on the right wing here. Off to Kevin Huerter now. Bothered by Kobe White. Off to Paul Reed. Reed finds Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins drives inside off to Ron Holland for 3. It's off the mark. Boarded by Paul Reed. Reed has it. Try to get it down low here. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Hornets. So Holland, I don't mind that shot. He was going to go 3 for 3 there. But Paul Reed grabbed a great rebound underneath there to keep the possession alive. Tie basketball game. 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Paul Reed catches it inside. Floater is good. Great find from Kevin Huerter out of bounds. 89-87 basketball game. 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. Hornets have it, top of the key here, over to Kobe White. Kobe White has it, finds, bothered by Karis Levert, goes to his right, drives inside here. Kobe White layup is off the mark, boarded by Kevin Huerter. Huerter looking to run the floor here for the Pistons, drives outside to Karis Levert. Levert finds Ron Holland, thought about a three, working down low, out to Karis Levert for three. Off the mark, boarded by the Hornets. Brandon Miller comes up with it, down to James in transition. James has it for the Hornets, working down low here. It's going to be intercepted by Karis Levert, comes up with a steal off to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins tries to alley-oop it to Ron Holland. Bad pass out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, and the Hornets get it back the other way. A little bit too flashy from Jenkins there. He's trying to find Ron Holland on the connection. It's out of bounds, though. 89-87 basketball game. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the stream. 1:33 left to go in the third quarter. Hornets are in the bonus with about 1:30 left to play. Again, Pistons starters are on the bench right now. Same with the Hornets. Concaniple is on the floor, though, for the Hornets right now. Kobe White has it. Finds Grant Williams, top of the key, bothered by Kevin Huerter. Finds Ryan again, one-on-one here, looking to get to Concaniple. Intercepted by Karis Levert. Levert on the fast break, slams it down. Great defensive play from Karis Levert. He stole it, and he went straight to the hole for the slam. 1:05 left to go in the third quarter. Pistons up by 4. Concaniple has it, goes to his left, puts up a deep three that's off the mark. Great defense from the Pistons. Down low, Grant Williams boards it, though, and puts it back up and in. 91-89 basketball game. Under a minute left to play in the third quarter here. Pistons get it back. Jenkins has it, top of the key, working against Concaniple, looking to slow it down here. About 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Paul Reed sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off of it. Asking for it here. Karis Levert helps him out. Jenkins has it still. Drives inside. Floater is off the mark. Oh my gosh, it falls. Are they going to call it a goaltend or not? Wow, I think it's going to count for the Pistons. 30 seconds left. That was a crazy shot from Jenkins. It just hung up on the rim for like 3 seconds before it finally fell. 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Kobe White has it one-on-one against Jenkins, top of the key here. 10-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Kobe White has it, goes to his left, bothered by Karis Levert. Thought about a three, working inside, takes an awkward floater. It's off the mark. He gets fouled, though, by Karis Levert. And Kobe White's going to go to the free throw line. Good stuff. Tigers win 2-0 over the Marlins. Fantastic. We needed it badly, too. Who pitched today? Was it Montero? Montero in the bullpen? Nice. 93-89 basketball game. It's a good game, folks. Good game. Who's going to win, Hornets or Pistons? 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Kobe White's the free throw line, trying to make it a 2-point game. Kobe White, free throw on the way, is no good. Misses the first one. 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter. You're going to get a couple substitutions back on the floor here for the Hornets. Diabate and Miles Bridges both check in for the Hornets here. So a made free throw from Kobe White makes it a 3-point game if he makes this here. And then the Pistons are going to get the final shot of the third quarter. Kobe White at the free throw line. Free throw on the way for the Hornets is up and in. 3-point basketball game. Pistons looking to inbound here. Karis Levert off to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins has it. Working for the final shot here. Bothered by James at the top of the key. Paul resets the screen. Jenkins rolls off it. Off to Duncan Robinson. Robinson has it top of the key here. 3 seconds. Got to get a shot off. Jenkins has to fire a deep three at the buzzer. Is off the mark. It's going to be a 3-point game going into the fourth quarter. Who's going to win this game, man? Absolute drama into the fourth quarter. This is what you want if you're an NBA fan, if you're a Pistons fan, a Hornets fan, all the way through and through. And hopefully, this team will come up ahead. We shall see. 93-90 basketball game. We're going to a commercial break, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty. It's gonna be exciting. Oh, we got a good one. We got a good one going down to the wire. What more could you possibly ask for? What more could you possibly ask for? Ready for the playoffs since November. Pistons by 5 in the final. For the buzzer tonight, says Hal. If you guys haven't voted in the poll yet, who do you guys think's win this game? Pistons or Hornets? And we're going to see down the stretch here. Probably going to get some of our starters back in here. Leading scorers right now for the Pistons. Duncan's got 19. Duren and Cade both have 14. Ausar Thompson's got 10. Ron Holland's got 10 still off the bench. Pistons, 33% from the three-point line. Not bad. Hornets have exactly the same percentage almost. They're 34%. LaMelo's got 25. Brandon Miller's got 22. So it's been a two-man show for the most part for the Hornets. Kobe White's having a good game off the bench. Strength in numbers. We're going to see who comes out ahead here, folks. Buckle up for a fourth quarter. Welcome to the show, folks. Man, I can't wait till the postseason begins. 93-90 basketball game. We're going to the fourth quarter. Who is going to win this game? Who's going to win it? I don't know. We're about to find out. Hopefully I haven't annoyed you guys yet. 93-90. It's so weird, like, I don't know. I just talk and people listen. It's amazing. But to me, like, when I rewatch my streams, I'm like, it's just my voice. I'm like, so hopefully it sounds all right. I'm doing the best I can. 93-90 basketball game. Hornets on the right wing here. Kneppel gets it back over to Brandon Miller. One-on-one against JD. Off to James. He has it now, bothered by Kevin Huerter. Looking at Kneppel. Kneppel drives inside. It's going to be stolen away by Dennis Jenkins. Up the floor to Kevin Huerter. Huerter in transition. Fast break to the rim for the layup. Red Velvet on the board. 95-90 basketball game. Pistons up by 5. 11:28 left to go in the fourth quarter here. LaMelo has it, top of the key, working against Ron Holland. LaMelo drives inside here. Step back three for LaMelo is off the mark, boarded by Kevin Huerter. Finds Dennis Jenkins in transition here. Goes the Pistons. Jenkins has it on the right wing here. Working. Step back is over to Ron Holland. Holland now fires over to Kevin Huerter. He thought about a step back three. Ron Holland catches it, fires over to Jenkins. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jenkins drives inside here. Mid-range jump shot is good for Dennis Jenkins. 97-90 basketball game. Pistons take a 7-point lead. 10:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. LaMelo Ball has it, top of the key, over to Kneppel. A couple quick baskets for the Pistons. It's a 7-point lead now. Kneppel has it on the left wing, bothered by Danis. Fires down low to Miles Bridges. Mismatch against Dennis Jenkins. Inside floater is good for Miles Bridges. 97-92 basketball game. 10:30 left to go in the fourth quarter here. Jenkins has it, crosses half court, looking to slow it down here for the Pistons. Jenkins, top of the key, working, operating, seeing, drives inside, floater for Jenkins is off the mark. Duren comes down with the rebound. He gets fouled, and JD's going to go to the free throw line. Great stuff from Jenkins. Reading the defense, getting the best look, driving inside. JD's there for the follow-up, though, looking to put it down. So JD's at the free throw line, looking to give the Pistons a potential 7-point lead again. Red freaking velvet. Red Robin. Yum. Jalen Duren, free throw on the way is good. If you guys are ever at Red Robin, Whiskey River barbecue chicken wrap with ranch and sweet potato fries. It's my go-to every single time I go to Red Robin. Duren makes the first free throw. 98-92 basketball game. Kobe White checks back in for the Hornets. Duren again got himself a little bit of in foul trouble, despite still having, like, if he makes his free throw, I think he'll have a 16-point game so far. Duren's second free throw is good. 99-92 basketball game. Pistons up by 7. 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter here. LaMelo has it, top of the key, over to Kobe White, bothered by Dennis Jenkins on the right wing. Bridges sets the screen. Kobe White rolls off it, bothered by Jenkins. Great defense from Jenkins. Intercepted by Javonte Green. Comes up with the steal. Javonte Green fires over to Dennis Jenkins. He pulls up from 3. That's off the mark. It's going to be boarded, though, by Jalen Duren. Duren, I think, gets fouled. Duren's having a couple words with Green as he grabbed that rebound there. 99-92 basketball game. 9:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Keep in mind, the Pistons were a 6.5 point underdog heading into tonight's game. 99-92. It's getting chippy. Physical, down low. 9:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jenkins has it top of the key here. Over to Ron Holland on the right wing over to JD. Cross-court pass to Kevin Huerter. Huerter now has it. Tried to get it down to JD. Ron Holland picks it back up, though. Kevin Huerter, step back three for Red Velvet is good. Red Velvet from beyond the arc delivers. Huge shot for Red Velvet to give the Pistons a 10-point lead. Red Velvet. 9:30 left to play in the fourth quarter here. LaMelo has it, drives baseline, working outside to Kobe White. Kobe White now has it against Jenkins, down low to LaMelo. LaMelo now catches it on the right wing, drives inside, floater off the glass is no good. It's going to be boarded by the Pistons. Jenkins comes up with it in transition, running the floor here. Jenkins all the way to the basket, draws the foul. 102-92 basketball game, and Dennis Jenkins is going to go to the free throw line. How about them apples? What's up, Christina? Love to see it, man. Red Velvet, Dennis Jenkins, guys coming off the bench, delivering in clutch situations. What more could you want? What more could you ask for, man? Leroy Jenkins. Jenkins free throw on the way is good. 103-92, Pistons up by 11. When we started this fourth quarter, it was a 93-90 basketball game. So, I think they're going to call a timeout here. Pistons are going to take a timeout at the free throw line. We're going to go to a commercial break. Don't mind if I do. Good stuff all around, man. Pistons have been dominant so far in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Hornets 10-2. It could be 11-2 depending on this next free throw here from the Pistons. Hawks are destroying the Cavs 104-69. Miami is up like 30 on the Wizards. Philly and Indiana's pretty close game right now. Orlando's up 11 over Chicago. So, yeah, I mean, if it was to stand right now, if the Pistons were able to win this game, the Magic win, the Raptors, you're probably looking at this is how it's going to shape up. I mean, I could be wrong. You still got another game left to play, but it very well could be this exact standing sheet before Monday to go into the play-in, where you got Magic 7, Sixers 8, Hornets 9, Heat 10. So at that point, it would be Magic, Sixers, and then Hornets and Heat. Could get interesting. You never know, man. You never know. All right. 103.92. We're in a commercial break still. If you guys are new to the stream, do me a favor, like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Shout out to the Pistons fans, my people. But we also appreciate the opposing teams' fan base as well. Thank you guys for checking out the show. And, yeah, Hornets could get the 8 seed. They're going to have to battle it out, though. If it, like I said, if it were to stand, they'd get the 9 seed. They'd have to beat the Heat. And then they'd have to play the loser of Philly and Orlando. So that could shape out. It couldn't. It all depends on what happens down the stretch. All right. Cavs backcourt resting. Yeah, I don't know who the Cavs are playing in that one exactly. The Hawks are a scary team. I think the Hawks could make a very competitive series with the Knicks. If it ends up being Knicks versus Hawks, the Hawks could get the Knicks. Like, they might upset them. All right. Back from commercial break here. Pistons bench has been phenomenal to start this second half. Good stuff, man. All right. And again, if Cade plays Sunday, it would give him 64 games. And if it goes to arbitration, they might make an exception for Cade because he was 1 game short. And when you have a collapsed lung, maybe you might make an exception to the rule. A lot of people are upset about that, so they can't qualify for defensive awards, all NBA, MVP, so it's kind of interesting. Jenkins is at the free throw line. Free throw on the way for Dennis Jenkins is good. 104-92. 9 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter here. Pistons up by 12. Hornets, are you going to answer the bell? Ryan has the top of the key over to Kobe White. One-on-one against Dance Jenkins. Fires over to Ryan. One-on-one here over to LaMelo. LaMelo bothered by Ron Holland. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Holland trying to stay in front of LaMelo. LaMelo loses it. Out of bounds. Pistons basketball. Phenomenal defense right there from the Pistons down the stretch. 8:48 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Pistons reserves are still on the floor here. Jenkins has it, running the floor here for the Pistons, top of the key. Duran's also in the game right now, too. Kevin Huerter on the right wing, bothered by Kobe White. Duran sets the screen. Kevin Huerter rolls off it, drives to the basket, drives inside to Duran. Duran puts it up and in. Big-time bucket from JD, 106-92. 8:27 left to go in the fourth quarter here. Bridges has it on the right wing here, bothered by Javonte Green. Kobe White has it. Top of the key, fires off to LaMelo. LaMelo takes a deep three on the right wing that's off the mark, boarded by JD. I'm sorry, did the Hornets fall asleep? Because the Pistons have been dominating so far. Jenkins drives inside here, floater's no good. Duran tries to grab the rebound, he does, puts it back up and in for the layup. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 16-point game. It was a 3-point game to start the fourth quarter, and now it's a 16-point game. What happened, Charlotte? Where'd you go? LaMelo Ball fires over to Kobe White. They're going to call a foul against Dance Jenkins. 7:46 left to play. 6.5-point underdog. Just to clarify it for the record. 6.5-point underdog. The Pistons came into this game. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you're playing the number one team in the Eastern Conference. My mistake. My mistake. I'm sorry. I must have forgot. 7:45 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Brandon Miller has it. Top of the key. Over to Grant Williams. Tries a three. That is off the mark. Boarded by JD. Duran gets fouled by Ryan, and it's going to be Pistons basketball. Another foul from the Hornets. If you just feed JD down low, it's impossible to defend him. You love to see it. Ooh, it is sweet to see. Sweet music to my ears. Absolutely fantastic, folks. If you guys are new to the stream, like I said, we're going to be doing every single Pistons playoff basketball game this postseason. And who knows? We may or may not get the Hornets first round. Kevin Huerter, top of the key here, working against Grant Williams, off to Ron Holland. Holland tries, right-handed layup is no good, boarded by Grant Williams. Now they're going to call a offensive foul, I think, on Jalen Duran, pushing off the Hornets there. So it's going to be 7:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. We could play the Hawks in the second round. That's a possibility. That would be a great matchup, too. Yeah, so Hawks could play the Knicks, 3-6. Pistons could get the Hornets. They could get the Magic, the Sixers. We'll see. JD steps off the floor here. Good stuff, man. JD's got 20 points tonight, 5 fouls. LaMelo trying to make it an interesting game here for the Charlotte Hornets. Over to Grant Williams, bothered by Javonte Green. Finds Brandon Miller. Miller, step back three is no good, boarded by Ron Holland. Holland crosses half court here for the Pistons, working down low inside to Paul Reed. Paul Reed has a shot block. It's his own rebound, though. Paul Reed trying to put it back up. It's going to be out of bounds, though. Turned over by Paul Reed. Paul Reed wants him to challenge it. I don't think they're going to get it, though. 6:55 left to go in the fourth quarter. LaMelo Ball has it on the right wing here, working down low inside. Cross-court pass to Grant Williams. Thought about a three. Driving inside the paint here over to Ron Holland. It's going to be off the mark, boarded by the Pistons. Ron Holland gets it. Working against LaMelo. 6:30 left to go in regulation. Paul Reed has it, top of the key here, bothered by Concanipple. Jenkins looking to get it here from Ron Holland. He does on the left wing. Working against LaMelo, driving inside, back out Javonte Green. He tries a triple. It's off the mark. He gets fouled, though, and Javonte Green is going to shoot 3 free throws. Love to see it. Unbelievable that we were the underdogs. Makes it even sweeter when we win. 1,000%. Good stuff, man. So Javonte Green's going to shoot 3 free throws here for the Pistons to try and give us a 19-point lead. Complete dominance in this fourth quarter by the Pistons. 6:23 left to go. Javonte Green free throw on the way is good. 109-92. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because they would play, is it the 4-5 or the 3-6? It'd be the 4-5, right? They play next. I'm pretty sure it's the 4-5 if we got to the second round, which would be, who is that? The Cavs or the Raptors, if it ended right now. I'm pretty sure in the second round. Javonte Green knocks on the second free throw, 110-92. I'm a simple man. I see Pistons plus 6.5. I take it. I'm shocked by that opening spread. 6:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pistons 110, Hornets 92. Javonte Green looking to knock down all three free throws. Free throws good. Javonte Green, menace to society. 111-92. 6:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Hornets get it back the other way here. LaMelo has the top of the key over to Brandon Miller. Miller bothered by Javonte Green one-on-one. Miller off to Grant Williams, fires over to Concanipple. He tries a three. That's off the mark. Hornets have made one basket this entire fourth quarter. Cade has it. Top of the key here. Paul resets the screen. Cade rolls off it, looking down low inside here. Bothered by Grant Williams, looking to back him down here. Over to Kevin Huerter. Catch and shoot three for Red Velvet's off the mark. It's going to be a foul underneath by Ron Holland against LaMelo Ball. So it's going to be Hornets basketball back the other way. I mean, it was a good game. Back and forth. Every possession. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Fourth quarter happens. It's a 3-point game. Going to the fourth quarter. Charlotte, what happened? Where'd you guys go? 111-92. 36% on the poll said Hornets would win this game. I feel sorry for them. 111-92. All right, Hornets basketball back the other way here. LaMelo driving inside here. Lobs it up to Diabate for the slam. It's back to a 17-point game. 5:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons get it back here. Cade Cunningham, top of the key. Working to his left. Rolls out to Ron Holland, left wide open for three. Holland shoots it off the mark. It's going to be rebounded by the Hornets. It's going to be intercepted off the ricochet from Ron Holland. It's going to be a loose ball. Diving for the loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball, I think. Grant Williams dove for the jump ball. And it's going to be Hornets basketball. I think we're going to take another timeout commercial break here. Going to a commercial break. Before I tune in, I guess Pistons by 15. It was, I mean, it was a good game for the most part. Fourth quarter happens, and the Hornets just forgot how to play basketball. I can't tell if the Hornets forgot how to play basketball or if the Pistons have just been taking him to school. 18-4 point scoring margin in the fourth quarter. It's pretty good defense. Oh, good stuff, man. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. I'm your host, Carson. We're going to be doing every single Pistons playoff game this entire postseason. I cannot wait for that. And it's been a lot of fun, man. Started doing this back in October. First year doing it. Hopefully you guys are entertained by it. And dare I say, will we get June basketball in the Motor City? Maybe. We shall see. It's going to be really interesting, though, to see who we get as the 8th seed. A lot of different teams you could consider, and hopefully we can stay healthy, make some noise. People forget Pistons lost 28 games in a row 2 seasons ago. Now they're the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. The turnaround has been fantastic. Artemis 2 crew has safely landed. Awesome. That's good to hear. Thanks for the update, HB. What's funny is the Knicks are desperate for the Cavs to knock off the Pistons. Meanwhile, the Cavs are desperate for the Knicks to knock off the Celtics. Yeah, the Cavs, yeah, that matchup could be very interesting. Cavs and Raptors, and then Hawks and Knicks, if it were to end this way today, which I think it's going to. I mean, there's one more game left on Saturday and Sunday for the NBA. Is there games tomorrow? Maybe just Sunday. It might be just Sunday. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. All right. We're coming back from commercial break, and we are on cruise control. I thought it was going to be a competitive fourth quarter, but apparently Charlotte fell asleep at the wheel, and they haven't been able to answer the bell. I don't know. What happened? 111-94. Pistons are up by 17 here. We're going to get the basketball back. And let's see if they can take them down by 20 or more. 6.5 point underdog, by the way. 6.5. Hornets, basketball, back the other way. Continental has it, top of the key here, over to Grant Williams. Williams has it, bothered by Cade Cunningham. On the left wing here, step back three is off the mark. Great defense from Cade. It's going to be a rebound, though, by the Cavs. Continental checks it again. Now they're going to say it was a late traveling violation from the Hornets. And the Pistons are going to get it back. Yeah, we got the Pacers on Sunday. That's the final regular season game on the road in Indiana. We're going to see who the Pacers end up starting in that game. 4:44 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cade has it, top of the key here, bothered by James. One-on-one here, goes to his right, looking to dance now on Brandon Miller. Inside to Asar Thompson. Asar wide open for the layup, inside, good. 113-94 basketball game. 4:28 left to play in the fourth quarter. LaMelo looking to get it off to James. Finds Nipple. One-on-one here. Back out to James. Takes a three. That's off the mark, boarded by the Pistons. They had it, and they lost it. It was kind of an awkward bounce. Goes right between Asar's legs, and it's going to be Hornets basketball here. Yeah, that's right, chaps. Michigan won the same year the Pistons won for their first titles back in '89. Walk away for 5 minutes, and they're putting a bow on this one. Isn't it great, Weeping? So fantastic. 4:14 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Hornets turn it over. JD lobs it up to Tobias for the slam. We're just toying with them now. 115-94 basketball game. Pistons take a 21-point lead. 18-2 run here for the Pistons in the fourth quarter. LaMelo has it down low here. Inside layup is good. Tough shot for LaMelo. Tobias catches it. Run the floor here for the Pistons. On the right wing here. Working outside, bothered by Grant Williams. Inside floater off the windows, no good. It's going to be boarded by Grant Williams. Williams up the floor here to Knipple, driving inside here against Cade Cunningham. Cade blocks it and rejects it to the second row. Unreal. 115-96 basketball game. Man, I feel sorry. What happened, Hornets? What happened? You're going to get Xavier Tillman checking into the game here for the Hornets. Shout out Spartan Dog. He's your third string power forward. And Pat Connaughton's checking into the game here for the Hornets. They have thrown in the towel. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to get a better fourth quarter, but the Pistons have just annihilated the Hornets. Good enough for me. 3:20 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Kay gets it back one-on-one against Pat Connaughton. NBA champ with the Bucks. He's only 45,000 years old. Cade Cunningham, top of the key here. JD sets the screen. Cade rolls off it, rolls inside, out into JD. Duran puts up a shot, misses it. It's going to be boarded by Xavier Tillman. Hornets get it back here. In transition, I got to check and see who's on the floor right now. It's like their third stringers. It's Tillman, Kalkbrenner, Connaughton, Green, and Mann on the floor right now. Hornets put up a floater that's off the mark. Ryan grabs the rebound, though. Kick it back outside to Terrence Mann. Mann has it outside now to Ryan. Ryan loses it. Intercepted by Asar Thompson. Asar down low here. He was trying to lob it up to JD. Miscommunication there. Turnover for the Pistons. National media has been picking Charlotte over Detroit. When will they understand it's Detroit versus everybody? I have to get an emote for that. That'd be pretty cool. 2:37 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons are up 19, looking to put the nail in the coffin here. 2:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Yeah, it's pretty quiet in Charlotte right now. Fans are leaving for the exits right now. They got their third stringers in, and I don't know what happened in this game for Charlotte. Xavier Tillman drives inside here. Floater is good for X. Shot to Xavier Tillman. 115-98 basketball game. 2:14 left to go in the fourth quarter. 6.5 point underdog. In what universe? Yeah, there's, casual starting five for the Pistons. Cade, Asar, Duncan, Tobias, Duran. 6.5 point favorite. Well, I'll just give it to the Hornets. Nah, it won't be a big deal. They should be able to handle that. Well, fourth quarter happens. They're up 17. What in the world happened? I'm asking that question for myself. You're going to get all the third stringers in now for the Pistons. Chaz Lanier checking into the game. Marcus Sasser steps on the floor for the Pistons. Stars are checking out. A job well done. We are one win away from hitting a 60-win season on the regular season. And it is going to run through the Motor City in the Eastern Conference. It's going to run through it. If you want to go to the finals, you're going to have to go through Detroit. That's the only solution. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Man has it, top of the key here. Goes to his right, dancing on Ron Holland, drives inside, left-handed layup is good. Nice shot for Man there, making a little bit of a respectable score. 115-100. Paul Reed has it, top of the key here, over to Mr. Ron Holland. About 80 seconds left to go in regulation. Ron Holland has it on the right wing here. Inside to Paul Reed. Paul Reed has it, finds Sasser. Catch and shoot for Ron Holland is good. Ron Holland, his third three of the game here, 118-100. Love to see it, man. Keep shooting that three-point shot, Ron. 118-100, 18-point lead. Fans are slowly exiting for the seats. 1:06 left to play in the fourth quarter. Man has it, top of the key here. Takes a deep three for Man. That's off the window, boarded by Paul Reed. Reed has in transition here. 50 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Paul Reed dancing inside. Kick it back out to Chaz Lanier. He has it, finds Marcus Sasser. Sasser now has it, top of the key, working against Ryan one-on-one. 40 seconds left to play. Milking the shot clock. Sasser step back three's no good. It's boarded by the Hornets. 35 seconds left to go in regulation. Pistons 118, Hornets 100. Man has it, drives inside here. It's going to be intercepted by the Pistons. 2-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And that, my friends, is all she wrote. Pistons are going to win it 118-100. I want you all to look me in my eyes. 6.5 point underdog. How dare they? How dare they? The Hornets are the 9 seed. The Pistons are the 1 seed. Who in their right mind made the Pistons a 6.5 point underdog? We took them out back, and we took care of business. 118-100. Absolute dominance. I love you all. God bless. We got one more game, folks, to get to 60 wins on the regular season, Sunday night against the Pacers. And then we got a week off, and then it's playoffs, and I can't freaking wait. God bless. Love you all. God is great. I'll see you all on the live stream on Sunday night. Detroit basketball through and through. Like and subscribe. Good night.